Please stand by for a special presentation of Western Reserve Radio at westernreserveradio.com on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app. From the Covelli Center in Youngstown, Ohio, it's our time, it's our town. It's Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio.
Friday nights are hockey nights. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year from the Covelli Center in downtown Youngstown, Ohio. The United States Hockey League is proud to present regular season game number 29 for your Youngstown Phantoms tonight. They will take on the Madison Capitals. Once again, Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matt Lipsack, the voice of your Youngstown Phantoms. Pleased to be bringing you the action tonight on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable. Phantoms are back from a 6-game road trip and from an awful month of December 2019. I'm sure Brad Patterson is happy to see the calendar flip to the year 2020. The Phantoms were 0-6-1 in the month of December, but somehow still find themselves in playoff position in 5th place in the United States Hockey League's Eastern Conference. They've been helped out by the fact that all of the teams around them are losing as well. The Muskegon Lumberjacks, Cedar Rapids, Rough Riders, Green Bay Gamblers all cannot seem to find steady footing, while the Chicago Steel, Dubuque Fighting Saints, and Team USA are separating themselves as the top 3 teams in the Eastern Conference. Phantoms were last in action on New Year's Eve up in Muskegon, where they took on the Lumberjacks, a game that the Phantoms dropped by the final score of 4-2. There was no scoring in the first period. Phantoms got on the board 1:58 into the second period was Jacob Felker with his 3rd goal of the year. Georgi Merkulov and John Larkin getting the helpers on that one, 1-0 Youngstown. Muskegon tied with a shorthanded goal off the stick of Daniel Gushin. His 12th of the season, Rhett Pitlick getting the helper on that at 11:15. Muskegon tied the game at 1, took the lead at 15:10 of the second period. Christoph Fillion with his 7th of the year. Dylan Wendt and Cameron Berg getting the helpers on that. And then Cameron Berg scored the go-ahead goal. In fact, it would be the game-winning goal, 2:05 into the third, his 10th of the season. Gushin and Pitlick getting the helpers on that, 3-1 Muskegon. Trevor Kuntar got one back for the Phantoms at 5:24 with a power play goal. Trevor's 16th of the season, Merkulov and Ben Schoen back in the lineup after missing the better part of 3 months with a collarbone injury. Schoen's 4th assist of the year on Trevor Kuntar's power play goal. Got the Phantoms back within 3-2, but then at 7:27, Christoph Fillion got his 2nd of the game, 8th of the season. Wendt and Tyler Dunbar getting the helpers there, and that got us our final score of 4-2. Dominic Bassi took the loss. He stopped 27 out of 31, dropping his record to 7-7-2 on the year. Eric Green got the win for Muskegon. He stopped 38 out of 40. Phantoms power play was 1 for 6. Muskegon power play 0 for 3. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we will have tonight's Scratch Report, which is presented by Britton Gallagher, and the starting lineups, which is presented by the Starting Lineup Barbershop in downtown Youngstown, Ohio. You are listening to the pregame show here on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
If you want to prevent or recover from an injury, learn how to safely push the bounds of your own limitations, or hone your performance for demanding physical activities, UPMC Sports Medicine can help. Their experts use cutting-edge science-based rehabilitation techniques to speed recovery and restore function while focusing on injury prevention, nutrition, conditioning, and activity-specific training for all ages and skill levels. Young or old, pro or amateur, UPMC Sports Medicine has the expertise, advanced technology, and services for athletes. UPMC Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of the Youngstown Phantoms.
Warrior Warehouse is a one-of-a-kind fitness facility featuring a unique blend of both traditional and alternative fitness for enthusiasts of all levels. Whether you're into conventional strength and cardio training or looking for a challenge that takes you outside the box, Warrior Warehouse is dedicated to helping you crush your goals, test your limits, and facilitate a new you. Come experience what you didn't realize you were looking for. Warrior Warehouse, where serious comes to play. Warrior Warehouse is the official off-ice training facility of the Youngstown Phantoms. Everyone loves a good flow, but even the best lettuce needs a cleanup. The Starting Lineup is your one-stop shop for all of your grooming needs. Try out the Starting Lineup Spa and get a manicure and pedicure all in one location. Give them a call and set up an appointment today. 330-781-0115. That's 330-781-0115. Walk-ins are also accepted. The starting lineup, making you look like the best you. The starting lineup is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Calling all Phantoms fans 12 and under. Sign up for Sparky's Kids Crew. For just $25, you get 10 game tickets, a Phantoms hat, a drawstring bag, discounts at the team shop, plus the opportunity to be a part of the fan tunnel during Friday night games and attend the special Kids Crew pickup party. Have your parents call 330-747-7825 to sign up today. That's 330-747-7825.
Back for a second season is the Pizza Hut Party Pack. Get 4 tickets, 1 large pizza, 4 drinks, and 4 autographed player cards for only $39.99. Nothing says Phantoms hockey like Pizza Hut pizza for the whole family. Call 330-747-7825 for your tickets today. Advanced purchase is necessary. Available for select games only.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Back inside the Cavelli Center during the pregame show, it is time for tonight's Scratch Report, which is presented by Britton Gallagher. For the Phantoms, you can scratch number 2, Aiden Gallagher, number 3, Jan Kern, number 12, Yusaku Ando, and number 26, Josh DeLuca. For the Madison Capitals, you can scratch Ricky Lyle, Stepan Picorni, and Alex Trombley. That was tonight's Scratch Report presented by Britton Gallagher. And now for the starting lineups, which are presented by the Starting Lineup Barbershop in downtown Youngstown. We will begin with the visiting Madison Capitals, who enter tonight's game with a 6-21, 1-0 record. Their 13 points put them in 8th place in the USHL's Eastern Conference. Starting on the left wing out of Liepāja, Latvia, number 10, Werner Zegla. Centering the top line for the Capitals out of Verona, Wisconsin, and committed to St. Cloud State University, number 15, Brockton Baker. On the right wing out of Timrå, Sweden, number 19, Gustav Mueller. On defense out of Madison, Wisconsin, number 2, Brandon Suter. And out of Hingham, Massachusetts, number 52, committed to Boston College, Stephen Davis. In net out of Northville, Michigan is number 32, Christian Stover. Enters tonight's game with a 6-6, 0-2 record, a 3.03 goals against average, and a .913 save percentage. The Capitals are coached by Garrett Suter, assisted by Will Craig and Larry Clements. And now for your Youngstown Phantoms, who enter tonight's game with an 11-13, 4-0 record. Their 26 points put them in 5th place in the USHL's Eastern Conference. Starting on the left wing out of Medford, New Jersey, and committed to Ohio State, number 20, Matt Cassidy. Centering the top line for the Phantoms out of Portage, Manitoba, and committed to Northern Michigan University, number 94, Riley Funk. On the right wing out of Maumee, Ohio, and committed to Penn State, number 19, Ben Schoen. On defense out of Centerville, Massachusetts, number 7, Linden Alger. And out of Woodhaven, Michigan, committed to Providence College, number 91, Austin May. In net out of Shaker Heights, Ohio, and committed to the University of Massachusetts at Amherst is number 1, Colin Purcell. Colin enters tonight's game with a 4-6, 1-0 record, a 4.62 goals against average, and a .867 save percentage. Phantoms are coached by Brad Patterson. The associate head coach is Jeff Potter, and the assistant coach is Nick Peruzzi. The equipment manager is Mike Bingham, and the athletic trainer is Joe Zadar. Officials for tonight's game. The referees are Tyler Haskell and Justin Key, and the linesmen are Pete Jenkin and Brian Gorkoff. Just about 6.5 minutes remaining here before National Anthem and starting lineups here in the arena. We're going to go ahead and step aside for one more timeout. When we come back, we will have Youngstown Phantoms hockey here for you on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
In Mahoning County, many people need WRTA.
I need WRTA. I depend on it to get to work.
I need WRTA. I count on it to get to the doctor.
I need WRTA to get to the grocery store.
Imagine not having a car. How would you survive? 40% of riders are seniors or people with disabilities. We need WRTA. WRTA gives the Valley a lift.
Find routes, schedules, and more information at WRTAonline.com.
Work. It's rewarding, it's challenging, it's many things. One thing it shouldn't be is hard to find. Miller Brothers Staffing Solutions can make this a reality for you. They have the expertise to ensure your satisfaction by finding what you are looking for and connecting you to what matters. Finding the right person is what makes the difference, so let them work hard for you. Miller Brothers Staffing, the right people in the right place. Visit them at millerbrothersstaffing.com.
Back for a second season is the Pizza Hut Party Pack. Get 4 tickets, 1 large pizza, 4 drinks, and 4 autographed player cards for only $39.99. Nothing says Phantoms hockey like Pizza Hut pizza for the whole family. Call 330-747-7825 for your tickets today. Advanced purchase is necessary. Available for select games only.
The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is the official hotel of the Youngstown Phantoms. They invite all Phantoms fans to stay with them at the IHD Torchbearer award-winning hotel. With the most convenient location in Youngstown, business and leisure travelers alike will enjoy close proximity to I-76, I-80, I-680, and the Ohio-PA Turnpike. Leisure travelers can also enjoy the many attractions the Mahoning Valley has to offer, whether visiting family at YSU, events at the Cavelli Center, or trying your luck at the Hollywood Gaming Racino. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is committed to your 100% satisfaction, and they'll go the extra mile to earn it. From the moment you wake up, you'll feel at home. From the hot breakfast, free Wi-Fi, fitness center, indoor heated pool and whirlpool, to a sundry shop for those items you forgot. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West, a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms.
Hey Youngstown, are you ready to drink in the rink? That's right, drink in the rink with the Youngstown Phantoms. Every Saturday home game we're offering $1 hot dogs until the end of the first intermission and $1 draft beers until the end of the second intermission. Plus you can head up to the crossbar for some axe throwing all game long. Call 330-747-7825 for tickets or more information. That's 330-747-7825.
Western Reserve Radio is the home of the Youngstown Phantoms. Be sure to call 330-747-PUCK for ticket information or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
For all of your residential and commercial lawn care needs, including fertilizing, landscaping, and more, call Rob at Talego Lawn Care Services. And when the leaves begin to fall, call Talego Lawn Services for professional leaf removal. And of course, when the snow flies, call Talego Lawn Services for expert residential and commercial snow removal and salting. Call 330-718-4725 and speak with Rob at Talego Lawn Care Services, your all-around lawn care and property maintenance expert.
Work. It's rewarding, it's challenging, it's many things. One thing it shouldn't be is hard to find. Miller Brothers Staffing Solutions can make this a reality for you. They have the expertise to ensure your satisfaction by finding what you are looking for and connecting you to what matters. Finding the right person is what makes the difference, so let them work hard for you. Miller Brothers Staffing, the right people in the right place. Visit them at millerbrothersstaffing.com.
Britton Gallagher has all the insurance coverage you and your family needs. Their experienced, passionate client team offers personalized recommendations and specialized protection best suited for you. Located in downtown Cleveland on East 9th Street, Britton Gallagher has provided risk management solutions for over 75 years. Whether it's your home, car, or any valuable possessions, Britton Gallagher delivers you the best insurance coverage. Visit BrittonGallagher.com for more information. Britton Gallagher, strategy, execution, service.
Are you earning interest on your checking account? With free Kasasa checking, you can earn up to 39 times more interest, plus refunds on your ATM fees. Ask for Kasasa at Cortland Bank, member FDIC. Qualifications and rules apply. Visit cortlandbank.com/Kasasa for details. If you want to prevent or recover from an injury, learn how to safely push the bounds of your own limitations, or hone your performance for demanding physical activities, UPMC Sports Medicine can help. Their experts use cutting-edge science-based rehabilitation techniques to speed recovery and restore function while focusing on injury prevention, nutrition, conditioning, and activity-specific training for all ages and skill levels. Young or old, pro or amateur, UPMC Sports Medicine has the expertise, advanced technology, and services for athletes. UPMC Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of the Youngstown Phantoms.
Warrior Warehouse is a one-of-a-kind fitness facility featuring a unique blend of both traditional and alternative fitness for enthusiasts of all levels. Whether you're into conventional strength and cardio training or looking for a challenge that takes you outside the box, Warrior Warehouse is dedicated to helping you crush your goals, test your limits, and facilitate a new you. Come experience what you didn't realize you were looking for. Warrior Warehouse, where serious comes to play. Warrior Warehouse is the official off-ice training facility of the Youngstown Phantoms.
The Youngstown Phantoms are ready to kick off the 2019-2020 season, and new this year are Friday Family Fun Nights. Every Friday night, kids 12 and under can get in for just $5. Plus, their ticket includes a free cotton candy, free popcorn, and a free 8-ounce soft drink. So get down to the Cavelli Center for every Friday home game and enjoy Family Fun Night. Call 330-747-7825 for tickets today. That's 330-747-7825.
Western Reserve Radio is the home of the Youngstown Phantoms. Be sure to call 330-747-PUCK for ticket information or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
BAI is a leading independent mid-market ERP software developer known for flexible, cost-effective solutions that automate critical business functions for wholesale distributors, manufacturers, and specialty retailers. Many mid-sized manufacturing, wholesale distributing, and retail companies struggle with being able to bring into their business ERP software solutions that will allow them to compete with larger enterprises. When you're looking at applications like global analytics and commerce, mid-sized companies require solutions that can provide end-to-end capabilities rather than having to buy and implement all the hardware and applications themselves. On-premise or cloud-based, S2K Enterprise Software offers mid-sized growth companies the advanced technology they require to improve efficiencies, reduce costs, and grow, all in one easy-to-deploy and support environment. With built-in analytic and intelligence, S2K Enterprise ERP solutions provide companies with the ability to confidently make smarter decisions that better address real-time business imperatives. VAI is a proud partner with the Youngstown Phantoms.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane, they got gas.
Everyone loves a good flow, but even the best lettuce needs a cleanup. The Starting Lineup is your one-stop shop for all of your grooming needs. Try out the Starting Lineup Spa and get a manicure and pedicure all in one location. Give them a call and set up an appointment today. Call 330-781-0115. That's 330-781-0115. Walk-ins are also accepted. The Starting Lineup, making you look like the best you. The Starting Lineup is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms.
Come visit us at Handles of Niles, just west of the Eastwood Mall at 5140 Youngstown Warren Road. Be sure to check out all of our special monthly flavors and updates on our Facebook page. Call ahead and we'll be happy to have your order packed and ready to go for pickup. Call us at 330-505-0865. Don't forget we're open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. all year round. Handles of Niles is a proud sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
Just like the Phantoms, HBK CPAs and consultants know every successful team needs a winning game plan. Count on the professionals at HBK CPAs and consultants, HBK's wealth advisors, and HBK valuation and litigation support for all of your personal and business tax, audit, assurance, financial planning, business consulting, and wealth management needs. For more than 65 years, the HBK family of firms have been advising thousands of clients on how to grow and protect their wealth. Contact them today so they can help you and your team do the same. Call 758-8613 or visit hbkcpa.com to learn how.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
Just like the Phantoms, HBK CPAs and consultants know every successful team needs a winning game plan. Count on the professionals at HBK CPAs and consultants, HBK's wealth advisors, and HBK valuation and litigation support for all of your personal and business tax, audit, assurance, financial planning, business consulting, and wealth management needs. For more than 65 years, the HBK family of firms have been advising thousands of clients on how to grow and protect their wealth. Contact them today so they can help you and your team do the same. Call 758-8613 or visit hbkcpa.com to learn how.
Youngstown, are you ready to drink in the rink? That's right, drink in the rink with the Youngstown Phantoms. Every Saturday home game, we're offering $1 hot dogs until the end of the first intermission and $1 draft beers until the end of the second intermission. Plus, you can head up to the crossbar for some axe throwing all game long. Call 330-747-7825 for tickets or more information. That's 330-747-7825.
Western Reserve Radio is the home of the Youngstown Phantoms. Be sure to call 330-747-PUCK for ticket information or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Back inside the Cavelli Center. Voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack here with you on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable. And again, a very happy 2020 to everybody out there listening and watching. Hope you all had a great holiday. I myself am glad to be back to work. Phantoms were gone for a month. Our last home game was December the 6th, a 5-2 loss against Team USA's U18 squad. It's nice to have the boys back in town. Phantoms will be home for 8 of their next 9. Only road trip will be 1 week from tonight, a one-off up at USA Hockey Arena against the U17s. Next Saturday night, don't know if Pete Krupski will be on the call or not. I assume he will right here on Hockey TV. Puck is down and we are underway. Riley Funk able to force the puck back to Austin May. Austin approaches the red line and flips it into the Madison zone. Cassidy up to the point for a quick shot on net by Linden Alger. That's sticked away by Stover. Rebound up the far half wall and is poked out to center by Mueller. Bringing it ahead, sent into the Youngstown zone. It's Colin Purcell turning it over, but Pabbage unable to get a shot on net. Luckily, there on the sharp angle as Purcell threw it right to Pabbage's stick. Now it squirts behind the cage. Pabbage still forcing after that puck, but it's going to be Riley Funk coming away with it and bringing it ahead. Over to Ben Schoen. Schoen back to Funk. Throws one back door, but unable to tap it home was Matt Cassidy. Picked up by the Capitals and cleared out to center. Taken there by John Larkin and sent into the Madison zone as his teammates were changing behind the play. Out from behind the net, it's Steven Davis over to the far side, and now bringing it ahead still is Davis after getting it right back. Turns it over in the neutral zone on the pass stolen away by Youngstown. It's Felker bringing it into the zone on the backhand. Spins to the top of the right circle, throws it across the ice. Was trying to connect with Artem Borshoff at the far point. Yes, near point for you guys watching on Hockey TV. Far point for me is Borshoff now reverses field in his zone and throw it to Larkin near side. Up ahead, stretch pass for Kuntar inside the Madison zone. Drops it off. Stepping in through traffic is Merkulov. Tried to get a backhander away. I think it got poked off his stick at the last moment. Merkulov picks it up off the far board. Shoves it down to the corner looking for Kuntar, but he's checked off the puck, and coming away with it is Dovarani. He'll clear it to the line and out to center. Can't connect with Banel in the neutral zone. Taken away by Merkulov. He'll bring it right back into the zone. Kuntar with it at the point. Stick handling along the blue line. Gets checked from behind by Kerwin. Still has the point. Throws a backhander toward the cage. Missed it high. Kept in at the near point. No, not kept in at the point by Dobe. He'll throw it right back in from center. Trying to skate away from the puck is a member of the Phantoms. That was Georgi Merkulov, who's now going to go off for a change. Madison bringing it ahead into the zone. It's Esmond. Dropping it back for Horbach, and that will get in on net, and Purcell will cover up and make the save. 17:55 left in this first period, which is presented by Kalos Resource. Face off to the right of Colin Purcell. Phantoms had a lot of control there in the first 2 minutes, but not credited with a shot on net. John Beaton wins the draw over to Jason Dobe. Carries it around the cage, floats it off the near boards to the point, kept in nicely by Stippinger. Down into the corner, chasing after it is Horbach. He's muscled off the puck by Jensen, but now a quick turning shot off the stick of Esmond is saved by Purcell. John Beaton blows a tile, turns it over to Weiss. It's a wrist shot from between the circles, but that's right to the glove of Colin Purcell. John Beaton tripped over the top of the right circle, gave the puck right up to Thomas Weiss, but Colin Purcell out at the edge of his crease, able to make the glove save. Face off to the left of Purcell, near side dot. Beaton to take the draw against Baker, and Beaton will win that draw and force it down ice. Kate Lambert trying to chase it down. They're going to wave off icing here as Stippinger plays it in the corner, force it behind the cage for Lewandowski. Tried to center looking for Merrick. That goes to a Madison stick and is cleared down the ice, and this will go for icing as Linden Alger is going to be the first one down the ice to it. Phantoms with some injury issues, some suspension issues right now, forcing Caden Lewandowski into forward duty. I think this will be the third game that I've listed Caden Lewandowski as a forward on the line chart. As Merrick wins this draw back to the point. Alger, low shot, gets tied up in the slot. Rebound still loose right there for Lewandowski. Sweeps one toward the cage. Stover makes a save, and he'll cover up the rebound. Oh, Lewandowski, the 5-hole was open right there, but Stover able to slide over, shut it off. So face-off will be to the left of Christian Stover, who of course spent part of last season as a member of the Youngstown Phantoms. Traded to Des Moines in the offseason, and Des Moines traded him to Madison first week of December. Christian with Madison, 3-2, 262 goals against, .930 save percentage. Outstanding numbers, especially that save percentage as Carson Banel blows a tire, goes sliding into the net behind Colin Purcell. Colin goes for a quick slide, but seems to get up okay. Net came off its moorings. That's the cause of the whistle. 16:57 left in this first period. Again, presented by Callis Resource. We'll have a neutral zone face-off. Linesman Brian Gorkoff working on getting the nets reset behind Colin Purcell. Looks like we're good to go. It'll be Pete Jenkin to drop the puck between the pair of 11s, Ryan Kerwin and Georgi Merkulov. Face-off warning on Merkulov. Trevor Kuntar a little hasty there as Kerwin wins the draw. Back to Suter, DDD over to Davis and snapped in the zone, but Purcell will stop that dump in. Plays it near side, going to be cut off by Kerwin. Tried to shove it back toward the point. That's stolen away by Kuntar and out to center. Bringing it ahead is Felker down the right side. Thought the fans might have been offside right there, but play continues. Merkulov back to Larkin, forces his way through a check of Kerwin. Throws one toward the net and missed it wide. Hits off the corner boards. Borshov can't keep it in at the near point. He'll retreat to the neutral zone and flick it right back in. Taken by Madison and thrown back down the ice. Larkin's going to pick it up after it came off of Purcell. Up ahead at center for a redirect into the Madison zone by Jacob Felker. Felker goes off for a change. Cassidy and Merkulov battling for the puck, but Madison gets control of it out to center. Cassidy gets knocked down from behind and tripped up. Nothing called. Play continues. It's the Capitals with the puck, bringing it ahead into the zone is Schmedlin. Around the wall, over to Hippen. On the net, and that will go right to the glove of Colin Purcell. He'll hang on for the whistle. Face-off again will be to the left of Colin Purcell. 15:56 left in the first. Madison out shooting the Phantoms 4-1. Face-off won by Madison, played behind the net by Horbach. Comes around far side, trying to chase it down is Esmond. Phantoms get a stick in there, pops off the boards to Nikolai Jensen. Jensen coming up the far side, throwing it center to Riley Funk, but off. Oh, they're going to say that was an onside play. Don't know about that one, but Funk gets the pass right back to Dobé, stretched ahead, looking for Ben Schoen. This might be icing. No, they're going to wave it off. Schoen had the inside lane to the puck. Schoen with it, comes near side, runs into the referee, loses the puck to Jackson Esmond. Esmond to the red line, chips into the Youngstown zone, goes off for a change. Purcell sets it up, passes it into the corner for Linden Alger. Cross ice feed, D over to Austin May, and snapped ahead off the stick of Ben Schoen in the neutral zone. Battle for it there. Madison comes away with it. They'll force it back toward the Youngstown line, and firing it in is Bogdan Baker. Purcell stops it up behind the cage, plays it over to May. Couldn't get good wood on it. Negla picks it up for Madison. Back to the point for Suter. Flicks one on that, kicked out by Purcell. Wraparound attempt by Mueller. That goes through the blue paint. Purcell makes the save. Rebound picked up by Garrett Dahm, and we have a penalty behind the play. Holding call upcoming. I think the Phantoms are going to be the guilty party here. And it's going to be Riley Funk. Phantoms are going to head to the Key Bank penalty kill on the other side of this timeout. 14:49 left in the first period. We're scoreless. You're listening to Matt Lipsack and Youngstown Phantoms hockey on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
If you want to prevent or recover from an injury, learn how to safely push the bounds of your own limitations, or hone your performance for demanding physical activities, UPMC Sports Medicine can help. Their experts use cutting-edge science-based rehabilitation techniques to speed recovery and restore function while focusing on injury prevention, nutrition, conditioning, and activity-specific training for all ages and skill levels. Young or old, pro or amateur, UPMC Sports Medicine has the expertise, advanced technology, and services for athletes. UPMC Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of the Youngstown Phantoms.
Western Reserve Radio is the home of the Youngstown Phantoms. Be sure to call 330-747-PUCK for ticket information or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Kill. Riley Funk in the box for holding Phantoms PK on the season. 78% is 14th in the league. Madison power play 18.7% is 7th. Here the faceoff is won by Brad Merrick. Plays it over to Jake Felker. He will clear it all the way down the ice. So again, Riley Funk called for holding it 5:14 rather. I'll get the numbers right one of these days. Bringing it into the zone is Kerwin. Sends it around the kick plate. Into the corner for Pavich, up the wall to Banel, back down low, taken away by Borshoff, clears it off the corner glass and down the ice. Stover out of his crease to play it in the corner. Sets it up for Davarani. Drops it back for Davis, now sent ahead for Banel, but offside. Ahead of the play was Reed Pavich. 1:18 left in this Key Bank penalty kill for the Phantoms. 14:07 left in the first period. We're scoreless. John Beaton to take the draw against Thomas Weiss, and Beaton wins that draw back to Nikolai Jensen. Nick retreats into his own and then flicks it down the ice for the clear. Set up for Davarani, takes it from behind the net, comes far side, looks to start the breakout, drop behind it for Mueller. Bringing it ahead now is Egla. Egla forced into the near corner by Jason Dobé, poked behind the net to Horbach. Horbach back to Egla in the corner. Poked away from him by Beacon, got it to Dobé, and Jason will get the clear down the length of the ice. 45 seconds left on this penalty kill. Stover, a little bit of forecheck pressure there from Matt Cassidy, able to fend him off and get the puck over to Suter. Then across to Davarani, back to Suter into the zone. Suter, a little bit of pressure there from Borshoff, but able to get it down low. Centering attempt right there by Pavich, and tried to send it out to the point, but nobody was there. And that actually is going to go all the way down to Christian Stover. A little bit of forecheck pressure there from Brad Merrick, but Stover able to get it away to a defenseman. Stibinger with it. Gets it over to Thomas Weiss, brings it into the zone. 6 seconds left on the penalty to Riley Funk. Back to the point for a shot. On net, they score. I think they got redirected in the slot by Ryan Kerwin. And just when the Phantoms had about killed the penalty, #12th goal of the season for Ryan Kerwin. Power play goal comes at 7:09. And Madison gets a 1-0 lead. Face-off won by the Phantoms, forcing it into the Madison zone, but taken away by Thomas Weiss and sent out to center. Bringing it ahead is Stibinger, throws one wide of the cage, rebound off the far boards, picked up by Thomas Weiss. He's muscled by Jesse Horacek, playing his first USHL game tonight. Awesome battling for it on the far wall, sends it down into the corner for Georgi Merkulov. Merkulov has it poked off of his stick, but he's able to regather, sends it over to Linden Alger. Alger able to play it out into the neutral zone, but it's going to be taken right away by Thomas Weiss. Alger almost took it right back. Battle in front of the Madison bench, now bringing it into the zone is Kuntar. Drops it back for May. Back down low behind the net for Kuntar. Tried to center it for Lewandowski. That pass got shot off. Kuntar got it right back, sent it around the wall over to Merkulov. Back to Lewandowski. Caden behind the cage has it stripped away by Kerwin. Sent up the far boards. Oh, high stick there. I think that came off of Jackson Esmond on Austin May. No penalty called. Play continues. Battle for it in the neutral zone. Nikolai Jensen in the officials' crease. Tried to send it into the zone, but it's good. Hit a man and bounce back to Banel. Banel into the zone. Fires a shot. Purcell makes a save. Rebound just trickles wide of the cage. Puck loose in the blue paint. Oh, it's swept out of danger by Jake Swade. Great hustle by the Phantoms defense. Bringing it ahead is Cade Limmer. One hand on the stick. Behind the net, forced off the puck by Dovrani. Comes around to the near side, forced out to center by Madison. Bringing it into the zone is Mueller. Couldn't keep control of the puck. Nice defense there by Nikolai Jensen as he clears it back to center. Blowing a tire, but somehow keeping control of the puck is Frank Dovrani, able to clear it out to center, but it's taken by Jason Dobay, sent right back into the Madison line. Cade Limmer tried to fire a shot on net. That got blocked, and it's taken out to center by Madison and chipped into the Youngstown zone by Reed Pavich. Taken off the end wall by John Larkin. Sent ahead for Ben Schoen, trying to find Matt Cassidy, poked away from him and back out to center. Schoen regathers there, enters his zone. Schoen right down Broadway, swinging wide, throws one toward the cage. Stover covers it up as Riley Funk was right there hunting for the rebound. 10:41 left in the first period. 1-0 Madison. Shots 8-2 in favor of the Capitals. Like we got maybe some ice repairs or some board repairs going on the far wall. John Larkin, Riley Funk, Matt Cassidy all over there assessing the situation. Now they're joined by both linesmen and one of our referees. I don't know if looks like we got a chunk of something. I think maybe a chunk of the boards came off. Of course, that's on the far side, near side for me, so I cannot see what's going on down there as the Phantoms win the draw. Larkin carrying it down into the corner. Larkin backhanded feed right in front looking for Cassidy. Knocked off of his stick and out toward the point. Cassidy backtracking, able to keep it in the zone. Throws it behind the net, but that's shut off by Davis of Madison. Goes D to D over to Carrick and now sent ahead to center. Off the stick of Schmedlin. He'll trace it down in the near corner. Shot off nicely by Borshoff. Funk trying to play the pass ahead. Hit a man, comes right back to him, rolls into the slot. Taken by John Larkin, but turned right over to Baker. Baker centers for Schmedlin with a quick shot, and Purcell just able to get the right pad on top of it. Almost a 2-0 Madison lead, but Colin Purcell just able to get the right pad down on top of it in time. So face off to Purcell's right, beaten to take the draw against Mueller. Beaton wins the draw to May behind the net, looking for Alger. His pass shut off, however. Battle for it along the end wall. Coming out of the scrum with the biscuit is Baker. Baker centers, has a quick shot by Mueller, but he missed the cage. Rebound picked up by Alger behind the net to May, sends it around the kick plate over to Jake Swade. Uses some nice body position to clear the puck out to center, but right to the stick of Brockton Baker. Retreating into their own end, the Capitals try to stretch pass, shut off in the officials' crease by Garrett Dahm, bringing it into the zone. Dahm down the right side, skates around the cage. Dahm still with the puck, comes to the top of the left circle now. Cross the blue line, top of the right circle. Dahm drops it off for John Beaton between the circles, fires a shot, drifted it wide. Rebound picked up by Madison, poked away momentarily by Dahm, but that will hit a Madison stick and redirect back out the center. Carried into the Youngstown zone by Egla. He'll send it around the kick plate, where Swade will poke it ahead for John Beaton. Beaton battling against Egla for it, and it's forced out to center. Egla dropped it back for Hunter Weiss, the defenseman. Now up ahead to be thrown into the zone by Kerwin. Purcell stops it behind the cage, sends it to Nikolai Jensen around the kick plate up to center for Garrett Dahm. Dahm ahead for Kuntar into the zone. Takes a shot. I think Kuntar got hooked as well here, and I think we're going to have a penalty on Madison. Kuntar digging for it in the corner. There's the touch. And it is going to be a hooking call on the Madison Capitals. We'll let you know who on the other side of this timeout. 8:46 left in the first period. Madison leads 1-0. You're listening to Matt Lipsack and Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
Tell us
Callis Resource provides a broad range of human resource services to business. Their results-oriented professionals build strong partnerships with clients to ensure continuity between their corporate culture and their personal services. Experienced, educated, and certified in a variety of disciplines, Callis Resource employ a team of committed human resource professionals. Valuing honesty, integrity, and creativity, the management and staff of Callis Resource are dedicated to providing an unparalleled quality of service to their customers. Callis Resource is a proud partner of the Youngstown family.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Back inside the Covelli Center, 8:46 left in the first period. Hunter Weiss, the defenseman out of Chicago, Illinois, guilty of hooking Trevor Kuntar. Time of that penalty, 11-14. Phantoms headed to their first Britton Gallagher power play of the game. Britton Gallagher power play, 15.4%. That's 13th in the league. Madison penalty kill, 78.3. That is 12th, as Madison will get a clear to start their kill. Kuntar with it, bringing it ahead, getting hooked up by Egla, but able to carry it into the zone. Kuntar drops it back toward the point, kept in by a combination of Borshov and Cassidy. Borshov, right point for Ben Schoen, center point back to Borshov. Over to Kuntar, fires a shot, Stover makes a save, rebound trickles just wide, slapped up the boards by Davis, but Kuntar shut it off. Sends it up the kick plate to Borshov, right point for Ben Schoen. He'll float down in the corner, drops it behind him to the point for Borshov. Artie over to Kuntar. Flicked one toward the cage. That got blocked out high. Ricocheted over to Ben Schoen. Schoen in the right circle. Steps in. Toe drag. Fires the shot. Hit a stick and lifted up over the crossbar. Schoen after his own rebound on the near side. Able to gather it. Forces it to Funk up to the point for Kuntar. Minute left on the Britton Gallagher power play. Behind the net looking for Cassidy. Couldn't quite handle the pass over there in the corner to throw the body is Riley Funk digging for it as well as Matt Cassidy. Funk still digging for it. Schoen gets it. Sends it up to the point to Borshov. Left point now for Kuntar. Kuntar down to the half wall, sends it behind into Borshov. Point to point over to Ben Schoen, center point for Borshov. To Kuntar. Wrister had Funk on the redirect and just missed his stick. Rebound up to Borshov at the point, gives it to Ben Schoen. Schoen in the right circle, toe drag, loses the puck, picked up by Madison and cleared. Great possession by the Phantoms. Couple of good scoring looks, just nothing yet on the board. 15 seconds left on the Britton Gallagher power play. Beaton brings it into the zone. Spins at the top of the right circle, gives it to May at the point. Back to May now. Flicks one toward the cage. Redirected in front by Jake Felker. 4 seconds left on the penalty. Merkulov to the point for May. Flicks one directed by Madison into the meshing, and out of the box comes Hunter Weiss. Britton Gallagher power play is 0 for 1 on the game. This Phantoms power play looks something different with Ben Schoen running that right half wall. Phantoms definitely missed him while he was out with that collarbone injury. See if the Phantoms can get some momentum from that man advantage opportunity. Face-off warning on Brad Merrick. Merrick wins the draw, back to the point. Pumped into the corner by Alger, comes around the kick plate. Lemmer trying to chase it down in the corner, but Madison gets there force. Versus it up to the line. Lewandowski can't handle his man, and bringing it ahead is Kerwin. Kerwin, nice stick check from behind by Cade Lemmer to force this puck back out to center. Picked up there by Mueller. He gets dumped in front of the Phantoms bench by Lemmer as the puck goes into the Youngstown zone. Picked up behind the net by May. Thrown across the ice to Cade Lemmer. Takes a bump off of Hunter Weiss, but able to get the puck into the Madison zone. Stover can't stop it behind the cage. Picked up on the far side by Lewandowski. Sent to the point, kept in by Jensen. Down the wall to Lewandowski. Caden battling for it there, able to get it to Brad Merrick. Up to the point. Jensen can't keep it in the zone. He'll retreat to center. D over to Jason Dobey. Throws it off, maybe a foot of a Madison player on the boards trying to change and into the zone, but the Capitals will play it back out to center. Taken away there by Garrett Dahm, but he has it knocked away from behind by Reed Pavich, but Pavich is rubbed off by Dahm. Able to get the puck over to Dobey and back to Dahm. Cross-ice feed over to Jake Swade. Swade into the zone. touches it back to Dobé. Dobé toward the net, redirected wide by Madison. Swept around the boards. Jensen pinching in to the half wall, forces it back into the far corner, but taken there by the Capitals, sent up toward the line again. Jensen pinched in again, but his pass didn't have the right geometry and exited the zone. Bringing it in now is Garrett Dahm. Dahm gets muscled down from behind. That'll be a penalty. I think cross-checking is the indication that I saw. Time of this penalty is going to be 14:45. Phantoms heading back to the Britton Gallagher power play. 2 for cross-checking. On number 24, Hunter Carrick, defenseman out of Novi, Michigan. 6'1", 198, 2000 birth year. So face-off going to be to the left of Christian Stover. It's like Ben Schoen is lining up to take the draw. And Schoen wins that draw to Cassidy, but maybe we had a false start. As one of our referees looks like Tyler Haskell, still in conversation with Garrett Suter at the Madison bench when the puck was put in play by the linesman. Schoen wins the draw again over to the wall to Riley Funk. Up to the point for Borshoff. Sends it down the kick plate behind the net to Matt Cassidy. Into the corner for Schoen. Ben, double team, sends it up the wall to Borshoff at the point. Borsch back down the wall to Schoen. Carries it around the cage. Comes near side. Ben still with it. Between the circles, drops it behind him to Kuntar. Kuntar looking for an angle. Flicks one toward the cage and missed it wide. Rebound picked up by Madison. Cleared off the wall, but Schoen shut it down on the clear. Now Madison is going to get the clear, and they will send it down the ice. Borshoff picks it up, gets it to Cassidy, and ahead to Kuntar into the zone. Kuntar, left half wall, behind the net, through Cassidy and over to Beaton. Minute 15 left on the Britton Gallagher power play. Austin May, back to Beaton. Top of the right circle, floats down the half wall now at the dot. Down low, into the skates of Cassidy. Back to the point from May, point to point. Over to Merkulov, takes a shot and missed it wide. Cassidy gets to the rebound. Sends it through Beaton and up the wall to May. Back to May. Beaton, one-timer, missed it wide. Rebound comes around to May on the near side. Gets it to Kuntar. Cross-ice feed over to Beaton. 40 seconds left on the power play. Down low for Cassidy. Cassidy still with it. Bottom of the right circle. Spinning to the half wall. Center point for May. Down low to Beaton. Back to Cassidy, top of the right circle. Cross the ice for Kuntar. Behind him into May. May to Beaton. One-timer. Check that was Cassidy, but he fanned on the shot. Beaton had it in the corner. Blew a tire. Battling against Madison for the puck. Forced up the wall to the point and down the ice. Austin May unable to get the puck away from Bogdan Baker, and Purcell will set it up for May with 10 seconds left on the man advantage. May dances away from Kerwin. Ahead at center. Off the stick of Garrett Dahm, and this is sent back down the ice. That will do it for the Britton Gallagher power play. Phantoms are 0 for 2 on the night. John Larkin. D over to Alger. Up the near wall. This is not going to be icing, as Felker's going to be the first one to it in the corner. Jake throws some snow, steps in the circle, throws it across the ice. Had Horacek, but the pounce bat bounced over his stick. Felker in the corner, battling for it, gets it to Horacek. Taken away from him by Kerwin, carries it behind the cage. 2:45 left in the first period, 1-0 Madison. Alger shuts it down at center, gets it over to Horacek. His pass bounces up in the air, comes right back to him. Knocked over to John Larkin, turned over by Madison, and they will fire it right into the Youngstown zone. Purcell sets it up behind the cage for Alger. Alger's trying to spin away from Banels, able to get it over to John Larkin, shovels it ahead over the stick of Horacek and out to center. Sent right back in by Madison. Comes right to John Larkin. He'll go D over to Alger. Linden bringing it ahead to the Madison line. Snapped off the stick of Trevor Kuntar and bounced right back to Alger. Now he'll throw it off the near boards, but not quite out. Bounced right to Kuntar. Trevor with it in his own end. 2:05 left in the period. Trevor through the neutral zone. Into the zone, 1-on-4. Splits the D. Able to throw one in on Stover, and Christian will have to make the save. Rebound goes behind the cage. Trevor still battling for it. Merkulov goes down. Swade goes down. I think a tripping penalty may be coming up here on Jake Swade. as Madison has the puck at center. Egla over to Baker, fires a shot. Purcell sticks it behind the cage. Rebound still there. Mueller battling for it, and there's the touch by Youngstown. Slashing actually going to be the call. And it's not Jake Swade, it's Ben Schoen heading to the sin bin. The time of the call on Schoner, 18-18. So if Youngstown manages to kill this off, there will be 18 seconds of carryover power play time when we start the second period. Face off to the right of Purcell. Baker going to take the draw against Brad Merrick. Merrick wins it, Dobay. Off the end wall to Felker. Jake will turn and fire it off the dasher right by the edge of the Phantoms bench, and it will ricochet down the ice. Chasing it down is Davarani. Played ahead for Pavich, drop back for Kerwin. Brings it into the zone. Kerwin up the wall to Bantle. Bantle, top of the left circle. Back to Pavich. Between the circles. Took a shot that is redirected over the meshing by the stick of Jacob Felker. Minute 12 left in the first period. We will go by that clock. Face off to the right of Purcell. Draw one by Pavich over to Bantle. Bantle tried to center, pass hit John Beaton. John's going to pick it up off the far wall and force it out to center. Gets it to Jake Swade. Couldn't get off to the races, though. Nice stick there by Madison. Now it's taken away by Swade. He has Beaton with him. Swade steps in, takes a shot. Blocker safe by Stover. Rebound picked up by Kerwin. Less than a minute remaining in the period. Baker blows a tire in the officials' crease, loses the puck. Phantoms sweep it back down ice. Davarani with it. 40 seconds left in the period. Starts to carry the mail ahead, hits his own line now, the red line now into the Youngstown zone, dances around John Larkin, goes after the puck in the corner. Poked away from him by Borshov, but he goes right over to Horbach. Up to Bantle, back to Horbach in the corner, back to Bantle on the half wall. Cassie trying to get the puck away from him, but it's played over to the point to Suter. Suter tried to get it over to Egla, but it's forced out into the neutral zone nicely by Garrett Dahm. 10 seconds left in the period. Phantoms pick up the puck. Dahm over to Felker. Felker in the circle. Takes a shot. Stover well out of his crease to make the save, and that will do it for the first period of play. Phantoms, great look there, shorthanded. Couple look shorthanded, in fact, on that PK. But at the end of one period of play, it is the Madison Capitals 1 and the Youngstown Phantoms nothing. Shots on goal, 9-5 in favor of the Madison Capitals. Going to go ahead and take a timeout. When we come back, we will have the intermission report, take a look at the first period stats, as well as a look at the WRTA out-of-town scoreboard. So one more time, your score at the end of one, Madison 1 and Youngstown nothing. You're listening to Matt Lipsack and Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Just like the Phantoms, HBK CPAs and consultants know every successful team needs a winning game plan. Count on the professionals at HBK CPAs and consultants, HBK's wealth advisors, and HBK valuation and litigation support for all of your personal and business tax, audit, assurance, financial planning, business consulting, and wealth management needs. For more than 65 years, the HBK family of firms have been advising thousands of clients on how to grow and protect their wealth. Contact them today so they can help you and your team do the same. Call 758-8613 or visit hbkcpa.com to learn how.
Talos Resource provides a broad range of human resource services to business. Their results-oriented professionals build strong partnerships with clients to ensure continuity between their corporate culture and their personal services. Experienced, educated, and certified in a variety of disciplines, Talos Resource employ a team of committed human resource professionals. Valuing honesty honesty, integrity, and creativity, the management and staff of Kalos Resource are dedicated to providing an unparalleled quality of service to their customers. Kalos Resource is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantom.
Are you earning interest on your checking account? With free Kasasa checking, you can earn up to 39 times more interest, plus refunds on your ATM fees. Ask for Kasasa at Cortland Bank, member FDIC. Qualifications and rules apply. Visit cortlandbank.com/Kasasa for details. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is the official hotel of the Youngstown Phantoms. They invite all Phantoms fans to stay with them at the IHD Torchbearer award-winning hotel. With the most convenient location in Youngstown, business and leisure travelers alike will enjoy close proximity to I-76, I-80, I-680, and the Ohio-PA Turnpike. Leisure travelers can also enjoy the many attractions the Mahoning Valley has to offer, whether visiting family at YSU, events at the Cavelli Center, or trying your luck at the Hollywood Gaming Racino. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is committed to your 100% satisfaction, and they'll go the extra mile to earn it. From the moment you wake up, you'll feel at home. From the hot breakfast, free Wi-Fi, fitness center, indoor heated pool and whirlpool, to a sundry shops for those items you forgot. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West, a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantom.
Warrior Warehouse is a one-of-a-kind fitness facility featuring a unique blend of both traditional and alternative fitness for enthusiasts of all levels. Whether you're into conventional strength and cardio training or looking for a challenge that takes you outside the box, Warrior Warehouse is dedicated to helping you crush your goals, test your limits, and facilitate a new you. Come experience what you didn't realize you were looking for. Warrior Warehouse, where serious comes to play. Warrior Warehouse is the official off-ice training facility of the Youngstown Phantoms.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Back inside the Cavelli Center, it is time for the Intermission Report. At the end of one period of play, the Madison Capitals have a 1-0 lead on your Youngstown Phantoms. Voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack, here with you on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable. Lipper PXP on Twitter if you want to send some love up to the booth. So the lone goal of the period came off the stick of Ryan Kerwin. Was his 12th of the year. Power play goal for the Capitals came at 7:09. Right now in the books without any assists. But I want to say that the shot was taken maybe by Brandon Sooner, maybe by Steven Davis. We'll wait till we get official word on that. Christian Stover stopped all 9 shots that he saw for the Madison, or checked that he stopped all 5 shots that he saw for the Madison Capitals. Colin Purcell stopped 8 out of 9 for the Youngstown Phantoms. Phantoms power play 0 for 2. Madison power play 1 for 2. And that will do it for our first period recap. Again, Madison with the 1-0 lead. Don't go away, because when we come back, we're going to take a look at the WRTA out-of-town scoreboard. All part of the Intermission Report right here on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
In Mahoning County, many people need WRTA.
I need WRTA. I depend on it to get to work.
I need WRTA. I count on it to get to the doctor.
I need WRTA to get to the grocery store.
Imagine not having a car. How would you survive? 40% of riders are seniors or people with disabilities. We need WRTA. WRTA gives the Valley a lift.
Find routes, schedules, and more information at WRTAonline.com.
Did you know that there are about 238,000 winning Ohio Lottery scratch-off tickets cashed every day? That's 9,916 winners an hour, 165 winners a minute, 3 winners per second. That means in the time it takes for you to sneeze, another 9 winners were paid.
8.75.
Okay, Randy, their average is... Point is, that's a lot of winners. Will you be one?
Pick up an Ohio Lottery scratch-off for your chance to win. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Please play responsibly.
PAI is a leading independent mid-market ERP software developer known for flexible, cost-effective solutions that automate critical business functions for wholesale distributors, manufacturers, and specialty retailers. Many mid-sized manufacturing, wholesale distributing, and retail companies struggle with being able to bring into their business ERP software solutions that will allow them to compete with larger enterprises. When you're looking at applications like mobile analytics and commerce, mid-sized companies require solutions that can provide end-to-end capabilities rather than having to buy and implement all the hardware and applications themselves. On-premise or cloud-based, S2K reduce costs, and grow, all in one easy-to-deploy and support environment. With built-in analytic and intelligence, S2K Enterprise ERP solutions provide companies with the ability to confidently make smarter decisions that better address real-time business imperatives. VAI is a proud partner with the Youngstown Phantoms. Everyone loves a good flow, but even the best lettuce needs a cleanup. The Starting Lineup is your one-stop shop for all of your grooming needs. Try out the Starting Lineup Spa and get a manicure and pedicure all in one location. Give them a call and set up an appointment today. Call 330-781-0115. That's 330-781-0115. Walk-ins are also accepted. The Starting Lineup, making you look like the best you. The Starting Lineup is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is the official hotel of the Youngstown Phantoms. They invite all Phantoms fans to stay with them at the IHD Torchbearer award-winning hotel. With the most convenient location in Youngstown, business and leisure travelers alike will enjoy close proximity to I-76, I-80, I-680, and the Ohio-PA Turnpike. Leisure travelers can also enjoy the many attractions the Mahoning Valley has to offer, whether visiting family at YSU, events at the Cavelli Center, or trying your luck at the Hollywood Gaming Racino. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is committed to your 100% satisfaction, and they'll go the extra mile to earn it. From the moment you wake up, you'll feel at home. From the hot breakfast, free Wi-Fi, fitness center, indoor heated pool and whirlpool, to a sundry shop for those items you forgot. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West, a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms.
In Mahoning County, many people need WRTA.
I need WRTA. I depend on it to get to work.
I need WRTA. I count on it to get to the doctor.
I need WRTA to get to the grocery store.
Imagine not having a car. How would you survive? 40% of riders are seniors or people with disabilities. We need WRTA. WRTA gives the Valley a lift.
Find routes, schedules, and more information at WRTAonline.com.
Just like the Phantoms, HBK CPAs and consultants know every successful team needs a winning game plan. Count on the professionals at HBK CPAs and consultants, HBK's wealth advisors, and HBK valuation and litigation support for all of your personal and business tax, audit, assurance, financial planning, business consulting, and wealth management needs. For more than 65 years, the HBK family of firms have been advising thousands of clients on how to grow and protect their wealth. Contact them today so they can help you and your team do the same. Call 758-8613 or visit hbkcpa.com to learn how.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Back inside the Cavelli Center during the first intermission report, Madison with a 1-0 lead. Time for the WRTA out-of-town scoreboard. And, of course, we're going to start with our Phantoms youth teams. The U12s are in the New Year's Classic in Jamestown, New York. They lost to the Hamburg Hawks 4-0 and beat the Mentor Cardinals 3-1. So far, they're 1-1 in the tournament. Tomorrow, they will be taking on West Seneca at 10:30 in the morning. So good luck to the Phantoms U12s up in Jamestown, New York. Right now going on in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas. I guess technically just outside Dallas, Texas, is the first annual Frosty Cup, the USHL taking part in the NHL's Winter Classic facilities. So the Chicago Steel and the Green Bay Gamblers are actually playing at the Cotton Bowl right now, and this one, like many Chicago Steel games this year, not a contest. 5-1 Chicago at the end of the second period. Doan, Colangelo, Brisson, Colangelo, and Coronado for the Steel. Grundy scoring for the Gamblers. Full slate of USHL action tonight. Later on tonight, Madison's playing here in Muskegon in the Stable to take on the Rough Riders. All these games will be getting underway in probably about the next 20 minutes. Tri-City in Des Moines to take on the Buccaneers. Team USA. The U-17s are in Sioux Falls to take on the Stampede. The Waterloo Blackhawks will be in Dubuque to take on the Fighting Saints, and the Omaha Lancers travel to their state capital to take on the Lincoln Stars. Only a pair of NHL games tonight. Right now, 7 minutes into the first period, the Capitals and the Hurricanes are scoreless, and then getting underway at about 8:30, the Red Wings will be taking on the Stars. That'll do it for the WRTA out-of-town scoreboard. One more commercial break, and then we will have second period action here for you on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
In Mahoning County, many people need WRTA.
I need WRTA. I depend on it to get to work.
I need WRTA. I count on it to get to the doctor.
I need WRTA to get to the grocery store.
Imagine not having a car. How would you survive? 40% of riders are seniors or people with disabilities. We need WRTA. WRTA gives the Valley a lift.
Find routes, schedules, and more information at WRTAonline.com.
Did you know that there are about 238,000 winning Ohio Lottery scratch-off tickets cashed every day? That's 9,916 winners an hour, 165 winners a minute, 3 winners per second. That means in the time it takes for you to sneeze, another 9 winners were paid.
8.75.
Okay, Randy, their average is... Point is, that's a lot of winners. Will you be one?
Pick up an Ohio Lottery scratch-off for your chance to win. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Please play responsibly.
BAI is a leading independent mid-market ERP software developer known for flexible, cost-effective solutions that automate critical business functions for wholesale distributors, manufacturers, and specialty retailers. Many mid-sized manufacturing, wholesale distributing, and retail companies struggle with being able to bring into their business ERP software solutions that will allow them to compete with larger enterprises. When you're looking at applications like mobile analytics and commerce, mid-sized companies require solutions that can provide end-to-end capabilities rather than having to buy and implement all the hardware and applications themselves. On-premise or cloud-based, S2K Enterprise Software offers mid-sized growth companies the advanced technology they require to improve efficiencies, reduce costs, and grow, all in one easy-to-deploy and support environment. With built-in analytic and intelligence, S2K Enterprise ERP solutions provide companies with the ability to confidently make smarter decisions that better address real-time business imperatives. VAI is a proud partner with the Youngstown Phantoms. Everyone loves a good flow, but even the best lettuce needs a cleanup. The Starting Lineup is your one-stop shop for all of your grooming needs. Try out the Starting Lineup Spa and get a manicure and pedicure all in one location. Give them a call and set up an appointment today. Call 330-781-0115. That's 330-781-0115. Walk-ins are also accepted. The Starting Lineup, making you look like the best you. The Starting Lineup is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is the official hotel of the Youngstown Phantoms. They invite all Phantoms fans to stay with them at the IHD Torchbearer award-winning hotel. With the most convenient location in Youngstown, business and leisure travelers alike will enjoy close proximity to I-76, I-80, I-680, and the Ohio PA Turnpike. Leisure travelers can also enjoy the many attractions the Mahoning Valley has to offer, whether visiting family at YSU, events at the Cavelli Center, or trying your luck at the Hollywood Gaming Racino. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is committed to your 100% satisfaction, and they'll go the extra mile to earn it. From the moment you wake up, you'll feel at home. From the hot breakfast, free Wi-Fi, fitness center, indoor heated pool and whirlpool, to a sundry shop for those items you forgot. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West, a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantom.
Western Reserve Radio is the home of the Youngstown Phantoms. Be sure to call 330-747-PUCK for ticket information or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
In Mahoning County, many people need WRTA.
I need WRTA. I depend on it to get to work.
I need WRTA. I count on it to get to the doctor.
I need WRTA to get to the grocery store.
Imagine not having a car. How would you survive? 40% of riders are seniors or people with disabilities. We need WRTA. WRTA gives the Valley a lift.
Find routes, schedules, and more information at WRTAonline.com.
Just like the Phantoms, HBK CPAs and consultants know every successful team needs a winning game plan. Count on the professionals at HBK CPAs and consultants, HBK's wealth advisors, and HBK valuation and litigation support for all of your personal and business tax, audit, assurance, financial planning, business consulting, and wealth management needs. For more than 65 years, the HBK family of firms have been advising thousands of clients on how to grow and protect their wealth. Contact them today so they can help you and your team do the same. Call 758-8613 or visit hbkcpa.com to learn how.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Back inside the Cavelli Center. Time for the second period of play between the Youngstown Phantoms and the Madison Capitals. Madison with a 1-0 lead. They will start the period with 18 seconds remaining on a key bank penalty kill for the Phantoms. Ben Schoen in the box for slashing. Voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack here with you on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable. Lipper PXP on Twitter if you want to send some good vibes up to the booth. Negative vibes will be reported, blocked, and muted. They're still investigating that area of the boards on the far side for those of you watching on Hockey TV. Maybe down in front of section 203, 204, somewhere in that area. Saw them pick a big chunk of something up partway through the first period. This does not seem like we're ready to resume play yet. Phantoms, of course, without Yusaku Ando. Second game without him, as Ando is away from the team to join Team Japan's U20 squad at the Division II Group A World Championship in Vilnius, Lithuania. Round robin play from January 6th until the 12th. Japan was in Division I Group B, but got relegated last year as they went winless at last year's World Championship. Check that. Japan went 1-0-0, went 1-4-1. There we go. That's what they were last year's World Championship, and lost to the Italians in the final game of that tournament. Ended up getting relegated down to Division II. Ryan Kerwin, with his goal in the first period, has now scored a goal in 5 straight road games. And Riley Funk, with his first period penalty, has been called for a penalty in 5 straight home games. So, doesn't look like they're going to bring the maintenance crew out on the ice. I saw our referees talking to the maintenance crew, trying to figure out what's going on with these far side boards down in front of either 203 or 204. Down to my right, your left-hand side in the Phantoms, what will be the Phantoms defensive zone here in the second period. So while they try to figure out what's going on the boards, we're going to step aside. We'll try 60 seconds, and if we're not back, well, they haven't figured it out yet. You're listening to Matt Lipsack and Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
All right. Board issue seems to have worked itself out. 18 seconds left on the key bank penalty kill for the Phantoms. Riley Funk wins the draw, forces it back into his defensive end, now regathers and backhands it down the ice. 10 seconds after the penalty, behind the net it rolls. Matt Cassidy throws a big check on Brandon Suter. Reed Pavich with the puck at center, throws it ahead to Carson Banel. Out of the box comes Ben Schoen. Key bank penalty kill is 1 for 2 on the game. Stretch pass ahead, Schoen has a step. Schoen trying to step in. Schoen fires a shot, didn't get good wood on it, and Stover able to make the save. Rebound pops up the far wall to Cassidy, throws it across the ice, trying to get it over to Funk. Backhands across to Cassidy. Oh, what a save from left to right by Stover, who's well out of his net right now. Out to the point to Borshoff. Schoen with it. In between the circles for Funk. Tried to get it down low to Cassidy. Pass intercepted by the Capitals and cleared out the center. Pavich over to Kerwin, into the zone. Backhands one that's sticked away by Purcell. Schoen picks it up off the near boards, floats it ahead, trying to connect with Merkulov behind the play, but it's taken away by the Capitals, and now it redirects off of Felker, but he's unable to catch up to it. Hunter Carrick gets there first. Felker forces it behind the nets, cut off there by Stitbinger. Kuntar pressuring his man, but it comes to Banel and is forced out to center. Merkulov picks it up there. He's muscled off the puck, and it goes back to Stitbinger. Ahead into the Youngstown zone. Fires a shot, gets blocked. Came up high and hit a man in the face. I think that was Merkulov. He seems like he's going to be okay, not going to the bench, continuing to shift. Kuntar into the zone. Tried to feather one down low for Dobé. That got shut off by Madison. Up to the point for Merkulov. Spins, gives it back to Dobé. Jason down low to Jacob Felker. Around the cage. Center's looking for Merkulov. Puck is loose on the side of the cage, and Stover will cover it up. Phantoms buzzing here early in the second period. Christian Stover with a sparkler of a save on Matt Cassidy, keeping this a 1-0 game. Face off to the left of Stover. Beaton wins the draw to Dom, up to the point to May, down into the corner for Swade. Back down low for Beaton. Around the cage, John with it, into the circle for Dom. Fired a shot, got blocked, pops up in the air, bouncing around near the edge of the crease. Beaton shovels it toward the cage, gets blocked. Still digging for it, swept away from him by Exman and out the center. Bringing it ahead is Horbach, trying to force his way to the net. He'll take a shot, stick saved by Purcell. Rebound loose behind the cage. Center looking for Weiss, but it bounced over his stick, came out to the point, kept in by Madison. Now cross-ice pass, intercepted by the Phantoms, and carried ahead to center. Trying to sweep it into the zone is Jake Swade, looking for Garrett Dahm. Phantoms able to dump it in, but Stover slows it down behind the net, forces it over to Davarani. He will clear it down the ice, stopped at center by Linden Alger. Played over to Dahm. Now to Merrick, took a shot, but that is blocked away by Hunter Weiss, the defenseman. Out to center, bringing it ahead is Esmond. Into the zone, drops it behind him for Horbach. Horbach takes a shot toward the cage, missed it wide. Rebound off the corner boards, out to the point. Picked up by Lemmer and sent out to center for Caden Ludowski. Over to Merrick, into the zone. Merrick pulls the top of the left circle, looking for an out option. Still with the puck. Merrick from the half wall, throws it across the ice. Quick shot on net. Stover makes the save. That came off of Artem Borshov's sticks. Borshoff pins his rebound to the boards. Lewandowski in there digging for it, but it's pulled out of the scrum by Suter. Forced up the wall to Hippen. Taken away by Merrick into the circle. Takes a shot, but he missed the cage. Rebound battled for by Lemmer on the far wall. Davis pulls it out of the scrum, down behind the net for Suter. Played off the near wall and down the ice. This is going to miss Colin Purcell's crease and go for icing. John Larkin down for the touch-up. 16:32 left in this second period. Phantoms have the first two shots on net. Face-off will be to the right of Christian Stover. Weiss to take the draw against Riley Funk. Funk wins that draw. takes a shot, but that is right into the breadbasket of Stover. He will hold on for the whistle. Christian Stover playing for his, I believe it's his 5th USHL team, played for Des Moines, Cedar Rapids, Youngstown, Madison, of course. I think there's one other in there. As Funk wins the draw again, but it's pulled out of the scrum by the Capitals and cleared out to center. Picked up there by Dobay, thrown across the ice to Matt Cassidy. Drop back for Nikolai Jensen. Jenny brings it ahead to the red line, throws it into the Madison zone. Stover stops it up, able to get it over to Carrick. Thrown back across the ice, over to Baker. Up ahead at center. Baker has a step, trying to get past Cassidy. Bulls his way toward the net, took a shot. Purcell made the save, and man went sliding into the Youngstown net. That's a phantom defender in there underneath Colin Purcell. As one is loose, the Madison now has the touch as refs didn't want to stop play with Youngstown bringing the puck ahead. And it was Matt Cassidy that was underneath Colin Purcell. As Bogdan Baker bowled his way toward the cage, Purcell able to make a strong save. Face off to the right of Stover after the net has been reset at the far end of the ice. Face off won by Merkulov. Back to Kuntar. Out to the point. Larkin fired a shot. That got blocked by Pavic. Pavic picked it up. Had a man behind the defense. I think that was Carson Banel sneaking down ice. Unable to connect with him. Kuntar brings it into the zone. Fans are offside, but the puck is controlled by Dovrani of the Capitals. He'll bring it ahead. His pass is knocked away by Kuntar, but Trevor unable to stick it over to Merkulov. It's swept back into the Youngstown zone. Purcell plays it around the far wall. Picked up and thrown on net by Ryan Kerwin. That rising shot was going to miss the cage, but Purcell will glove it down and hang on anyway. 15:26 left in this second period. 1-0 Capitals. Face off to the left of Purcell. Beaton wins the draw behind the cage. First one to it's going to be Alger. Immediately pressured, battling for it in the corner. Stepping in to help him out is Austin May. Played over to Dom. Across the ice for Swade. Not quite out to the neutral zone yet. Now the Phantoms are able to play it down ice. This will not be icing as the puck goes all the way in on Stover. And he is actually going to cover up with Garrett Dom pressuring him. Dom taking a couple bumps after the whistle. Latest one came from Jackson Esmond. And Dom has to be escorted to the bench. Face off to the left of Stover. Baker to take the draw against Merkulov. Baker wins the draw into the corner. Davis, however, gets tied up with Felker. Puck is stapled to the boards there. 2-on-2 battle in the corner. Poked out of the scrum. Felker almost had it. Now he does again, able to get it over to Merkulov. Georgie gets free. Up to the half wall, sends it up to the point to May. Point to point over to Alger. Linden toe drag, fires the shot. Blocked in front by Felker. It backhands one just wide. Rebound goes in the corner, swept to the line by Suter and ahead to center. Played into the zone to Egla. Play is onside and continues as Egla forces it behind the cage to Mueller. Centering pass, nobody there for Madison. Pops out to the slot for Suter to rip one toward the cage, but missed it high, and it got the glass swept out to center by Brad Merrick. Retreating for it is Davis. Over to Egla from the official's crease. He will backhand one into the Youngstown zone, go off for a change. Purcell stops it up, gets it to Alger on the far side. Up ahead, able to get it to the line, but kept in by Stippinger. Into the corner for Egla. Centering pass goes right past the stick of Kerwin off the near wall. Acts as a stretch pass from Merkulov. Brings it into the Madison zone. Drops it off for Kuntar. Kuntar trying to step in on net. Goes for the wraparound. Shut off by Stover. Rebound by Kuntar, and that is kicked out by Stover as well. Rebound swept out to center by Madison. Jensen retreating into his own end. Played it off the far boards, but nobody there. Went right to Stitbinger. He will float it off the end wall. Jensen, the first one to it behind the cage. He gets run over by Pavich, and it's pulled out of the scrum by Jason Dobey. Up for Jesse Horacek. Bringing it down the far side. Hits the red line, chips it toward the corner. Stover aggressively out to play it around the near side. Battle for it there, and it does pop into the neutral zone. Horacek retreating for Youngstown. Played over to Dobey. Up ahead at the line for Ben Schoen. Schoen trying to muscle his way toward the cage, but Carrick knocks him off the puck as it trickles in to Stover. He'll hang on. We have a timeout. 13-14 left in the second period. Madison still with a 1-0 lead. You're listening to Matt Lipsack and Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
Warrior Warehouse is a one-of-a-kind fitness facility featuring a unique blend of both traditional and alternative fitness for enthusiasts of all levels. Whether you're into conventional strength and cardio training or looking for a challenge that takes you outside the box, Warrior Warehouse is dedicated to helping you crush your goals, test your limits, and facilitate a new you. Come experience what you didn't realize you were looking for. Warrior Warehouse, where serious comes to play. Warrior Warehouse is the official off-ice training facility of the Youngstown Phantoms.
Western Reserve Radio is the home of the Youngstown Phantoms. Be sure to call 330-747-PUCK for ticket information or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Back inside the Cavelli Center, 13-14 left in the second period. Madison with a 1-0 lead. Shots on goal 10-10. So Phantoms out shooting Madison 5-1 in this period, but don't have anything to show for it yet. Face-off going to be in the offensive zone for the Phantoms to the left of Madison netminder Christian Stover. Baker to take the draw against Funk. And Baker wins the draw over to Doverani. Fans on his clearing attempt, but able to get it back to Baker, who also fanned on his attempt. Punk goes to Riley Funk. Funk has his stick tied up by Baker, able to kick it over to his man. Now up to the point for Jensen. D-to-D over to Dobey. Jason toe drag, intentionally wide shot, looking for Cassie, but it's going to come around near side for Ben Schoen. Schoen pulls it from between a man's legs, walks between the circles, throws it over to Dobey. Jason steps in, takes a shot, and ripped it wide. Jensen pinching in, unable to keep the rebound in the zone, but I think it got played into one of the benches by the Capitals, and so the faceoff will stay in the O-zone for Youngstown. Looks like they're going to drop the puck to the left of Stover one more time. And it's going to be Beaton to take the draw against Thomas Weiss. Beaton wins the draw to Dom, back to the point to Jensen, down into the corner. Back to Beaton, back up to the point to Jensen. He's pinned to the wall by Esmond, down there with the glove. But pulling it out of the scrum is Dom, steps into the circle, took a shot, it got blocked by Suter. Beaton picks up the rebound, he's defended by Weiss. Beaton still battling for that puck. Penalty upcoming on the Capitals. Jensen fires a shot on net, Stover swallows it up in his breadbasket, and a holding call upcoming on the Madison Capitals. Phantoms heading back to the Britton Gallagher power play for the third time tonight. Guilty party going to be number 12, Thomas Weiss. 5'9", 161 out of Madison, Wisconsin, 2002 birth year. Playing for his hometown Capitals. Face-off controlled by Madison, and Bantle plays it down the ice. Right in on Purcell. Collin trying to deal it, but Bantle got a piece of that. Still with it now, Bantle forcing the play back up to the top of the right circle, retreating out to the neutral zone, but Madison loses the puck, bringing it into the zone is Matt Cassidy to Merkulov. Merkulov stepping in on net, tried to fire backhander, but it got poked off his stick. Might have been Suter, might have been Stover. Merkulov to Beaton. Between the circles, steps in, tried to take a shot, it got blocked. Rebounds loose at the edge of the crease. It's Felker, no, it's Merkulov. Tried to go for the wraparound, now tried to center, but that's picked off by Bantle. He'll start it ahead. Bantle and Kerwin, 2-on-1. Hustling back to get in the play is Beaton. Penalty upcoming And we have a penalty behind the play, interference. Interference call up coming on Garrett Dahm. Behind the play, that'll take care of the rest of the man advantage for Youngstown. Minute 13 of power play time, that 47-second power play upcoming for Madison. Didn't see the penalty, was well behind the play. I was watching the 2-on-1 developing down the ice. Great job by Merkulov defending Banel. Great hustle by John Beaton, who was clearly gassed on the play, hustling to get back into it to prevent a pass over Ryan Kerwin as the Phantoms win the draw to start the 4-on-4. Bringing it ahead is Borshoff. Throws it between the legs of Stittbinger, rolls in on Stover. He'll play it over to Egla. Egla chips it past Kuntar, back to Stittbinger. He'll bring it ahead down the right side. Knocked off the puck by John Larkin over to Ben Schoen in the corner. Battle for it still in that corner. Coming out of the corner with the puck are the Capitals. Schoen knocks it ahead, and he's going to start down ice. Check that, that's Kuntar. Kuntar coming down the left side. Kuntar, and then he scores! You do not know the power of the dark side. Trevor Kuntar, his 17th goal of the year. Snuck one in short side on Christian Stover. And the Phantoms tie the game. Time of that goal, 9:02. Madison controls the draw. They'll play it far side, trying to connect with Horbach. He will force it into the zone. Purcell has to make a save. Rebounds loose. Purcell makes another save, and he'll cover up. Face-off to the right of Purcell. 26 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Merkulov wins the draw. Battle for it on the half wall, poked up to the point, kept in by Madison. Shot toward the cage high, got the glass, kept in by Horbach. He'll flick one toward the cage, missed it wide, rebound off the end wall to Jensen. 10 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Jensen ahead to Dobé, brings it into the zone. Dobé throws one on net right to the glove of Stover. There is no rebound, he'll hang on. 6 seconds left in the 4-on-4 before Thomas Weiss exits the Madison penalty box, and there will be a 47-second power play for the Capitals. Face off to the right of Stover. Merrick to take the draw against Baker. Merrick wins the draw. Tried to poke it back to Felker. Merrick getting tied up by Davarani. Play continues as Baker will throw it around the kick plate. Over to Kerwin, forced out to center. Out of the box comes Thomas Weiss. Phantoms are now shorthanded. Merrick hustling after it in the Madison end, but Davarani able to play it away from him. Sends it behind to Kerwin. Kerwin up for Pavich. 27 seconds left in the KeyBank penalty kill. Pavich ridden off the puck in the corner by Cassidy. Larkin comes in to help out, but it's thrown out to the point by Madison. Kerwin, toe drag, tried to take a shot, that got blocked, and it's poked out to center by Merrick. Has a man with him, it's Cassidy. Merrick couldn't catch up to the puck in time to get it over to Cassidy. Now finds him, one-timer, Stover. Cross ice makes the save. Stover with a quick up with 5 seconds left on the kill. Big hit at center ice. Merrick goes down hard, slow to get up. As I think entering the zone offside are the Madison Capitals, and that will take care of the penalty. And we have immediate timeout, 9:33 left in the second period. Phantoms have just tied the game at 1. You're listening to Matt Lipsack and Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
Work. It's rewarding, it's challenging, it's many things. One thing it shouldn't be is hard to find. Miller Brothers Staffing Solutions can make this a reality for you. They have the expertise to ensure your satisfaction by finding what you are looking for and connecting you to what matters. Finding the right person is what makes the difference, so let them work hard for you. Miller Brothers Staffing, the right people in the right place. Visit them at millerbrothersstaffing.com.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Back inside the Cavelli Center, 9:33 left in the second period. Phantoms have just tied the game at 1 thanks to the 17th goal of the season by Trevor Kuntar. Came a little over 2 minutes ago game time. A couple of big hits thrown by Madison on the last shift. Christian Stover had to make another sparkling save, going from his right to his left to deny Matt Cassidy on a one-timer. Face-off won by Merkulov, back to Alger, over to May. Back to Alger in the far corner, up ahead at center to Merkulov. One touch to the middle of the ice, looking for Felker, played back to Austin May. Throws it around the kick plate, retreats to his defensive position. Puck is picked up by Davis, played ahead off the stick of Merkulov, and up to Esmond. Into the Youngstown zone, Alger plays it first in the corner, back to Merkulov, spins away from a check. Trying to play it ahead from Kuntar, had to retreat, and it's taken away from him by Esmond. Esmond now goes down, loses the puck to Austin May, played up ahead off the skates of Merkulov, over to Kuntar now. Into the zone, Kuntar pulls up at the top of the right circle, looks for a man joining the play. That was Ben Schoen, as now Kuntar goes off to the bench. Puck squirts behind the cage. Ben Schoen in all by his lonesome. Stephen Davis able to play the puck over to Brandon Suter, played up the far wall, kept in by Riley Funk. Down low for Ben Schoen. Schoen with it across the blue line. Still with the puck on the near half wall. Into the corner, trying to spin away from Egla. Schoen with it on his backhand, drops off for Borshoff. Into the circle, steps between the circles, fires a shot. Stover makes the kick save, and it's swept out of danger by Weiss. Into the corner now, Riley Funk with it, pinned to the wall by Stephen Davis. Forced up the boards, Egla with it. He'll carry it out to center for Madison as Funk went down hard behind the play. Back centered for Egla. He got knocked off the puck hard by Borshoff as it squirted in on Purcell, and Collin makes the easy save. Bringing it ahead through center is Larkin, using his free hand to fend off a Capital player, and now it's forced back into the Youngstown zone by Baker. Baker centering attempt, but right to a Youngstown stick. And carrying the puck ahead is Garrett Dahm. Dahm drops it off for Swade. Swade throws one in on Stover, makes the save, and rebound was loose, and Dahm swept it in. But Stover will cover up Dahm's shot, and we'll have the whistle. 7:38 left in this second period. Shots on goal 14-11 in favor of the Phantoms. Youngstown out shooting Madison 9-2 in the period. Madison wins the draw, plays it to the line, kept in nicely by Dobé. Between the circles, takes a shot right to the mask of Stover, and he will cover the puck. I think Christian might have made that stop with his chin. Great work by Jason Dobé, who has an outside shot to break the Phantoms record for points by a defenseman in a career. Records held by Ryan Lowney with 48. Jason has 32. He's got 14 through the first half of the season, so like I said, Jason has an outside shot to get this done. Puck down into the Youngstown zone. Jensen with it. D-to-D pass jumped over the stick of Dobé. Now battle for it on the half wall. That's Carson Bantle. Check that, Ryan Kerwin for the Capitals. Throws the quick one on net. Purcell juggles the rebound, but no Capital there harassing him and able to cover it easily. 7:05 left in the second period. Face-off will be to the left of Purcell. Looks like both sides going for a line change here. Lewandowski, Lemmer, and Merrick out. Face-off going to be taken by Vincent Weiss for Madison, and Weiss wins it cleanly. No, they're going to say there was some disadvantage there on the draw. I think they're going to hold the clock for a second here. This time the draw is won by Merrick, taken by Alger, thrown off the boards and out to center. Connects with Cade Limmer, sticks it over to Lewandowski. Lewandowski steps in, takes the shot. Stover juggles the rebound. Oh, it was loose in his pads for a second, I thought. Falls down between his pillows, and he'll get the whistle. Lewandowski, sneaky wrister. Lewandowski, Lemmer, and Schoen. Only 3 Phantoms who have played more than 5 games don't have a goal. Youngstown wins the draw. Alger throws one on net, redirected just high by Lewandowski. Lemmer gets the rebound, throws it up to the point. Shot is fanned on by Austin May. Battle for it at center, swept toward the Youngstown line. Alger able to retreat for it, threw it to the line, kept in by Egla. Egla throws one on net, shouldered away by Purcell. Cleared to the line, Suter keeps in. Suter, soft backhander, loose in the slot. Madison digging for it in the circle, turns, fires, misses the cage. That was Brandon Suter, the defenseman there in the circle. Egla with it in the corner, battling against Austin May. Merrick comes in to support. Puck pops up in the air, settles down on the dasher. Lewandowski battling for it. Centering attempt now by Madison, but right to the stick of Linden Alger. Thrown ahead to Brad Merrick. He'll carry it to the Madison line and go off for a change. Lemmer in battling on the forecheck, but it's Stittbinger bringing it ahead. Pass up ahead looking for Pabich. Knocked away from him by Youngstown at the line. Battle for it in the officials' crease. Swept back into the Madison zone, but Stittbinger threw it toward the lines. Kept in the zone nicely by Felker. Felker spins away from a check looking for an option. Tried the cross-ice pass, now gets it over to Merkulov. Merkulov through traffic. Backhander on net. Puck is still loose on the side of the cage. Picked up by Merkulov. Penalty upcoming on the Capitals. I think they might have slashed Merkulov there as he tried to walk through the circles, as there's the touch down low by Davis. I think I might have seen a hooking indication instead of a slash. Is it going to be Kerwin or is it going to be Pabich? Hooking on Reed Pabich. Time of the penalty, 14:25. Youngstown right back to the Britton Gallagher power play. I believe this will be their 4th one of the game. That is correct. It's their 4th one of the game. Face off to the left of Stover. Schoen wins the draw. Back to Borshoff. Over to Kuntar. Back center point for Borshoff. Flicks one on net. That's blocked between the circles by Mueller. Schoen on his backhand. Walks the blue line. Throws it right point over to Kuntar. Kuntar now between the circles. Fires a shot. Stover makes the save and covers up the rebound. Matt Cassidy and Riley Funk both right there hunting for the loose puck. 18 seconds gone on this Britton Gallagher power play. Madison's going to change up the penalty killers. Doesn't look like there were any changes upcoming for the Phantoms. Did see assistant coach Nick Peruzzi giving some instructions to Artem Borshoff. Funk to take the draw against Horbach. And Horbach wins the draw into the corner. Carrick battling for it, but it's going to be Kuntar getting control over to Funk. Back to Kuntar. Up to the point to Borshoff over to Schoen. Schoen into the right circle. Steps in. Down low for Cassidy. Back up high for Borshoff. Borsch between the circles. Fires a shot. Hits bodies in front. Rebounds loose. Swept out of danger by Madison. Kept in by Borshoff. Banked off the boards over to Schoen. Schoen. Cross ice to Kuntar. Flicks one on net. Hit the side of the cage. Funk trying to bat it in, but he missed. Out to the line. Kept in by Borshoff. To Kuntar. Kuntar to Ben Schoen in the right circle. Behind him to Kuntar. Minute 5 left on the Britton Gallagher power play. Kuntar still with it. Drops it behind him. Borshoff trying to keep it in the zone, unable to do so. Knocked out to center by Horbach. Schoen looking for the quick up as Madison able to get one fresh body on the ice. Borshoff trying to play it back down to Schoen. Swept out to center by Hunter Carrick. Second power play unit trying to trickle on the ice for Youngstown as Kuntar throws it across the ice in the zone. Kept in by Austin May. Floated down low for Garrett Dahm. Dahm, his pass up high, knocked away by Carson Bale, but it bounced down to Jacob Felker down low. Near side for John Beaton. Across the ice to Merkulov in the left circle. Center point for Austin May. Over to Beaton. One-timer, just missed it wide. Merkulov gets the rebound. Up to the point for Austin May. Carson Banel trying to catch up to the puck. Banel with it. Has a step on May. Penalty upcoming on Austin May as Carson Banel went in on the shorthanded break. They're going to call him for a hook. As I thought Austin just did a great job getting the stick tied up of Carson Banel. Came across the top, not from the side. So that'll do it for the final 11 seconds of the Phantoms' fourth Britton Gallagher power play. So 11 seconds, 4-on-4. And then a minute 49 of power play time for Madison. That will also be their fourth attempt of the game. Merrick to take the draw against Thomas Weiss. Egla picks it up off the draw. Defended by Felker. Out to the point for Doverani. Out of the box comes Pavic. Egla with it. Throws it down low to Mueller. Back to Egla. Tried to throw it up to the point. Merrick got in the way of that. Picked up by Felker and cleared down the ice. 25 seconds gone on this just slightly less than 2-minute power play for Madison. Thomas Weiss drops it back for Egla. Thrown over to Mueller. Brings it into the zone. Right circle for Egla. Throws one through the low slot, maybe looking for the redirect by Thomas Weiss, but missed everybody. In the corner, Madison with it. Now half wall, now down below the net for Horbach. Thrown far corner for Egla. Another penalty upcoming on the Phantoms, and there's the touch. Checking from behind. Called on Jason Dobé. So the Phantoms have a minute and 1 second of 5-on-3. KeyBank penalty kill right now. Time of the penalty to Dobé, 17-13. I see Merrick, I see Borshov. I can't tell who the second defenseman is for Youngstown. Might be John Larkin as Merrick wins the draw forward, but it's kept in the zone by Madison. Kerwin over to Doverani, back to Kerwin in the circle. Fires, takes a shot, he scores. Ryan Kerwin screened by his own defender. Sends one top shelf and gives Madison back their lead at 2-1. Time of the power play goal, 17-29. As Kerwin gets his second of the game. Tie up off the draw, finally controlled by Pavic. Slides it ahead to Kerwin, bringing it into the zone. Kerwin at the half wall, tried to send it up to the point, hit a body bounce behind the net to Pavic. Minute 30 left on the penalty to Jason Dobé. Played over to Carson Banel on the near side, back to Pavic in the circle, back to Banel on the half wall. Played up top to the top of the circle for Kerwin. He'll take a low shot. That's kicked out by Purcell. Played to the line by Youngstown, kept in by Doverani. Doverani with it in the corner. Behind the net to Carson Banel. Over to Kerwin in the circle. Centered, looking for Pavic. Went right past his stick. Less than a minute remaining on the penalty to Jason Dobé. Loose puck picked up behind the net by Youngstown. Cleared around the dasher and as far as center. Doverani tracks it down in the official's crease. Plays it right in front of his bench. Beaton knocks it away from Banel. It's going to roll to Larkin down low. He'll play it off the wall to Borshov. Borshov with the quick up. down the ice off the skates of Doverani and into the near corner of the Madison zone. Little pressure there from Beaton, forced around the kick plate over to Garrett Daum. Daum steps around his man, tries the backhand wraparound, shot off by Stover, poked back toward the cage by Beaton, but that never got through. Was redirected away by Horbach. Garrett Daum still on the forecheck. Frank Doverani trying to get away from him. 15 seconds left on the key bank penalty kill for Youngstown. Egla forces it into the zone. Jensen's the first one to it, carries it around the cage, sends it up the wall to the half wall, kept in by Egla. Up to the point to Suter, winds up, fires a slapper, blocked in front, rebound, forced just wide of the cage. Out of the box comes Jason Dobay. As the Youngstown got it clear, Dobay is going to be the first one to it in the corner. It's a 3-on-1. Dobay steps out in front, has Daum. Daum rips it over the cage and into the meshing. As Stover sprawled across the ice. And I think hustling back to get in the play was Werner's Egla, and he forced Daum's shot high over the net and out of play. 35.2 left in the second period. Merkulov wins the draw, back to Dobay. Turns, gives it to Kuntar. Tried to take the shot, got blocked. Dobay throws one through the low slot. Comes off the near wall, picked up by Merkulov. Down low to Ben Schoen. Schoen trying to spin away from his man. Schoen in the circle to Kuntar. Fakes the shot, muscled off the puck by Davis, gets it right back. Kuntar up to the point, couldn't be kept in the zone by Nikolai Jensen. It's going to squirt down ice. 10 seconds left in the period. Banel throws the reverse hit on Jensen, muscles it back to Baker. 5 seconds left in the period. Out into the neutral zone, and that will do it for the second period of play. Youngstown tied it on Trevor Kuntar's 17th goal of the season. But Ryan Kerwin's second power play goal of the game has given the Madison Capitals a 2-1 lead at the end of 40 minutes of play. Shots on goal at the end of two periods, 19-17 in favor of the Phantoms. Phantoms outshoot Madison 14-8 in the second period. Going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we will have the second intermission report here for you. Second period scoring recap, as well as a look at the WRTA out-of-town scoreboard. You're listening to Matt Lipsack and Youngstown Phantoms Hockey on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
Calling all Phantoms fans 12 and under. Sign up for Sparky's Kids Crew. For just $25, you get 10 game tickets, a Phantoms hat, a drawstring bag, discounts at the team shop, plus the opportunity to be a part of the fan tunnel during Friday night games and attend the special Kids Crew pickup party. Have your parents call 330-747-7825 to sign up today. That's 330-747-7825.
Just like the Phantoms, HBK CPAs and consultants know every successful team needs a winning game plan. Count on the professionals at HBK CPAs and consultants, HBK's wealth advisors, and HBK valuation and litigation support for all of your personal and business tax, audit, assurance, financial planning, business consulting, and wealth management needs. For more than 65 years, the HBK family of firms have been advising thousands of clients on how to grow and protect their wealth. Contact them today so they can help you and your team do the same. Call 758-8613 or visit hbkcpa.com to learn how.
Kalos Resource provides a broad range of human resource services to business. Their results-oriented professionals build strong partnerships with clients to ensure continuity between their corporate culture and their personal services. Experienced, educated, and certified in a variety of disciplines, Kalos Resource employ a team of committed human resource professionals. Valuing honesty, integrity, and creativity, the management and staff of Kalos Resource are dedicated to providing an unparalleled quality of service to their customers. Kalos Resource is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantom.
Are you earning interest on your checking account? With free Kasasa checking, you can earn up to 39 times more interest, plus refunds on your ATM fees. Ask for Kasasa at Cortland Bank, member FDIC. Qualifications and rules apply. Visit cortlandbank.com/Kasasa for details. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is the official hotel of the Youngstown Phantoms. They invite all Phantoms fans to stay with them at the IHD Torchbearer award-winning hotel. With the most convenient location in Youngstown, business and leisure travelers alike will enjoy close proximity to I-76, I-80, I-680, and the Ohio PA Turnpike. Leisure travelers can also enjoy the many attractions the Mahoning Valley has to offer, whether visiting family at YSU, events at the Cavelli Center, or trying your luck at the Hollywood Gaming Racino. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is committed to your 100% satisfaction, and they'll go the extra mile to earn it. From the moment you wake up, you'll feel at home. From the hot breakfast, free Wi-Fi, fitness center, indoor heated pool and whirlpool, to a sundry shop for those items you forgot. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West, a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantom.
Warrior Warehouse is a one-of-a-kind fitness facility featuring a unique blend of both traditional and alternative fitness for enthusiasts of all levels. Whether you're into conventional strength and cardio training or looking for a challenge that takes you outside the box, Warrior Warehouse is dedicated to helping you crush your goals, test your limits, and facilitate a new you. Come experience what you didn't realize you were looking for. Warrior Warehouse, where serious comes to play. Warrior Warehouse is the official off-ice training facility of the Youngstown Phantom.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Back inside the Cavelli Center. Time for the second intermission report. Voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack here with you on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable. At the end of 40 minutes of play, the Madison Capitals have a 2-1 lead. Shots on goal through two periods, 19-17 in favor of the Youngstown Phantoms. Phantoms outshot Madison 14-9 in the second. Madison had a 1-0 lead entering the second period. Phantoms tied it at 9:02. Trevor Kuntar, his 17th of the season, unassisted, was a 4-on-4 goal. Kuntar came streaking down the left side and beat Stover to the short side high. Get Youngstown on the board. Then the Phantoms took back-to-back penalties within a minute of each other late in the second. That gave Madison a 5-on-3 power play. And it took the Capitals all of 16 seconds to score that 5-on-3 power play goal. Was Ryan Kerwin getting his second of the game. Frank Doverani and Carson Banel getting the assists, as I don't even know if Colin Purcell saw the shot from Ryan Kerwin until it hit the water bottle behind him. I think he might have been screened by his own defender. But regardless, Madison has the 2-1 lead. Christian Stover has stopped 18 out of 19. Colin Purcell has stopped 15 out of 17. Madison power play 2 for 5 on the game. Youngstown power play 0 for 4. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we will take a look at the WRTA out-of-town scoreboard. All part of the intermission report here on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
In Mahoning County, many people need WRTA.
I need WRTA. I depend on it to get to work.
I need WRTA. I count on it to get to the doctor.
I need WRTA to get to the grocery store.
Imagine not having a car. How would you survive? 40% of riders are seniors or people with disabilities. We need WRTA. WRTA gives the Valley a lift.
Find routes, schedules, and more information at WRTAonline.com.
BAI is a leading independent mid-market ERP software developer known for flexible, cost-effective solutions that automate critical business functions for wholesale distributors, manufacturers, and specialty retailers. Many mid-sized manufacturing, wholesale distributing, and retail companies struggle with being able to bring into their business ERP software solutions that will allow them to compete with larger enterprises. When you're looking at applications like mobile analytics and commerce, mid-sized companies require solutions that can provide end-to-end capabilities rather than having to buy and implement all the hardware and applications themselves. On-premise or cloud-based, S2K Enterprise Software offers mid-sized growth companies the advanced technology they require to improve efficiencies, reduce costs, and grow, all in one easy-to-deploy and support environment. With built-in analytic and intelligence, S2K Enterprise ERP solutions provide companies with the ability to confidently make smarter decisions that better address real-time business imperatives. VAI is a proud partner with the Youngstown Phantoms.
Did you know that there are about 238,000 winning Ohio Lottery scratch-off tickets cashed every day? That's 9,916 winners an hour, 165 winners a minute, 3 winners per second. That means in the time it takes for you to sneeze, another 9 winners were paid.
8.75.
Okay, Randy, their average is... Point is, that's a lot of winners. Will you be one?
Pick pickup and Ohio Lottery Scratch-Off for your chance to win. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Please play responsibly.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Everyone loves a good flow, but even the best lettuce needs a cleanup. The Starting Lineup is your one-stop shop for all of your grooming needs. Try out the Starting Lineup Spa and get a manicure and pedicure all in one location. Give them a call and set up an appointment today. Call 330-781-0115. That's 330-781-0115. Walk-ins are also accepted. The Starting Lineup, making you look like the best you. The Starting Lineup is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is the official hotel of the Youngstown Phantoms. They invite all Phantoms fans to stay with them at the IHD Torchbearer award-winning hotel. With the most convenient location in Youngstown, business and leisure travelers alike will enjoy close proximity to I-76, I-80, I-680, and the Ohio-PA Turnpike. Leisure travelers can also enjoy the many attractions the Mahoning Valley has to offer, whether visiting family at YSU, events at the Cavelli Center, or trying your luck at the Hollywood Gaming Racino. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is committed to your 100% satisfaction, and they'll go the extra mile to earn it. From the moment you wake up, you'll feel at home. From the hot breakfast, free Wi-Fi, fitness center, indoor heated pool and whirlpool, to a sundry shop for those items you forgot. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West, a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms.
In Mahoning County, many people need WRTA.
I need WRTA. I depend on it to get to work.
I need WRTA. I count on it to get to the doctor.
I need WRTA to get to the grocery store.
Imagine not having a car. How would you survive? 40% of riders are seniors or people with disabilities. We need WRTA. WRTA gives the Valley a lift.
Find routes, schedules, and more information at WRTAonline.com.
Just like the Phantoms, HBK CPAs and consultants know every successful team needs a winning game plan. Count on the professionals at HBK CPAs and consultants, HBK's wealth advisors, and HBK valuation and litigation support for all of your personal and business tax, audit, assurance, financial planning, business consulting, and wealth management needs. For more than 65 years, the HBK family of firms have been advising thousands of clients on how to grow and protect their wealth. Contact them today so they can help you and your team do the same. Call 758-8613 or visit hbkcpa.com to learn how.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Back inside the Cavelli Center during the second intermission report. Time to take a look at the WRTA out-of-town scoreboard. Madison right here leads the Phantoms 2-1. Chicago wins the first annual Frosty Cup. The Steel running away with it, a 7-2 win over the Green Bay Gamblers. Sam Colangelo with the hat trick for the Steel. Rough Riders lead the Lumberjacks 3-1 at the first intermission. Tri-City Storm with a 3-0 lead over the Des Moines Buccaneers at the first intermission. Sioux Falls Stampede lead the U17s 2-1 at the first intermission. Dubuque with a 1-0 lead over Waterloo. End of the first, and end of the first at the Icebox in Lincoln. The Stars have a 1-0 lead over the Lancers. Just two NHL games tonight. The Capitals currently with a 2-0 lead over the Hurricanes. 8 minutes into the second period. 3.5 minutes into the first in Dallas, the Red Wings and the Stars are scoreless. That'll do it for the second intermission report. We're going to go ahead and take one more break, and when we come back, we will have third period action between the Youngstown Phantoms and the Madison Capitals here for you on Hockey TV, Western Reserve Radio, and Armstrong Cable.
The Youngstown Phantoms are ready to kick off the 2019-2020 season, and new this year are Friday Family Fun Nights. Every Friday night, kids 12 and under can get in for just $5. Plus, their ticket includes a free cotton candy, free popcorn, and a free 8-ounce soft drink. So get down to the Cavelli Center for every Friday home game and enjoy Family Fun Night. Call 330-747-7825 for tickets today. That's 330-747-7825.
Show off your Youngstown pride by sporting the latest in Phantoms gear. Don't know where to get it? Head over to youngstownphantoms.com and click on the Team Shop link for the latest in jerseys, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Let everyone know that you're the biggest Phantoms fan around. And be sure to stop by the Dunkin' Donuts Team Shop next time you're at the Cavelli Center. Head to youngstownphantoms.com and visit the Team Shop today.
Hey Youngstown, are you ready to drink in the rink? That's right, drink in the rink with the Youngstown Phantoms. Every Saturday home game, we're offering $1 hot dogs until the end of the first intermission and $1 draft beers until the end of the second intermission. Plus, you can head up to the crossbar for some axe throwing all game long. Call 330-747-7825 for tickets or more information. That's 330-747-7825.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
If you want to prevent or recover from an injury, learn how to safely push the bounds of your own limitations, or hone your performance for demanding physical activities, UPMC Sports Medicine can help. Their experts use cutting-edge science-based rehabilitation techniques to speed recovery and restore function while focusing on injury prevention, nutrition, conditioning, and activity-specific training for all ages and skill levels. Young or old, pro or amateur, UPMC Sports Medicine has the expertise, advanced technology, and services for athletes. UPMC Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of the Youngstown Phantoms.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is the official hotel of the Youngstown Phantoms. They invite all Phantoms fans to stay with them at the IHD Torchbearer award-winning hotel. With the most convenient location in Youngstown, business and leisure travelers alike will enjoy close proximity to I-76, I-80, I-680, and the Ohio-PA Turnpike. Leisure travelers can also enjoy the many attractions the Mahoning Valley has to offer, whether visiting family at YSU, events at the Cavelli Center, or trying your luck at the Hollywood Gaming Racino. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is committed to your 100% satisfaction, and they'll go the extra mile to earn it. From the moment you wake up, you'll feel at home. From the hot breakfast, free Wi-Fi, fitness center, indoor heated pool and whirlpool, to a sundry shop for those items you forgot. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West, a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms.
Are you earning interest on your checking account? With free Kasasa checking, you can earn up to 39 times more interest, plus refunds on your ATM fees. Ask for Kasasa at Cortland Bank, member FDIC. Qualifications and rules apply. Visit cortlandbank.com/Kasasa for details. Talos Resource provides a broad range of human resource services to business. Their results-oriented professionals build strong partnerships with clients to ensure continuity between their corporate culture and their personal services. Experienced, educated, and certified in a variety of disciplines, Talos Resource employ a team of committed human resource professionals. Valuing honesty, integrity, and creativity, the management and staff of Talos Resource are dedicated to providing an unparalleled quality of service to their customers. Talos Resource is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms.
Did you know that there are about 238,000 winning Ohio Lottery scratch-off tickets cashed every day? That's 9,960 winners an hour, 165 winners a minute, 3 winners per second. That means in the time it takes for you to sneeze, another 9 winners were paid.
8.75.
Okay, Randy, their average is... Point is, that's a lot of winners. Will you be one?
Pick up an Ohio Lottery scratch-off for your chance to win. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Please play responsibly.
Work. It's rewarding, it's challenging, it's many things. One thing it shouldn't be is hard to find. Miller Brothers Staffing Solutions can make this a reality for you. They have the expertise to ensure your satisfaction by finding what you are looking for and connecting you to what matters. Finding the right person is what makes the difference, so let them work hard for you. Miller Brothers Staffing, the right people in the right place. Visit them at millerbrothersstaffing.com.
Western Reserve Radio is the home of the Youngstown Phantoms. Be sure to call 330-747-PUCK for ticket information or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Back inside the Covelli Center, 20 minutes on the third period clock. Madison Capitals with a 2-1 lead over your Youngstown Phantoms. Voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack here with you on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable. No carryover power plays to start this third period. Puck is down and we are underway. Riley Funk wins the draw over to Jacob Felker, who smacks it toward the Madison line, but right to the Capitals defense, and they will bring it into the Youngstown zone. Mueller plays it behind the net to Werner Zegla. Around the cage, tried to send it up to the point to Suter, but that got knocked away by John Larkin, bringing it ahead. Larkin into the zone, pulls up at the right point, flicks one toward the net, but right to the chest of Christian Stover, and he will hang on. Some traffic along the way there as Larkin used the wrist to fire that one on the cage. But Christian Stover has been feeling it since being acquired by the Madison Capitals. We mentioned earlier with the Capitals a .930 save percentage. And this is his sixth game, and that's only going up as tonight he stopped 95% of the shots he's seen. Phantoms win the draw but can't keep it in the zone. It bounced under the stick of John Larkin. Now bringing it into the zone is Banel. Sends it over to Kerwin looking for the hat trick, but he missed the cage. Rebound around the kick plate. Kuntar overskated, able to get it to Borshov. Artie knocked off the puck in the corner by Pavic, picked up by Banel. Banel, he's trying to step in front. He'll lose the puck, but it goes right to the stick of Ryan Kerwin. Kerwin gets away from Schoen, trying to step in on net. Threw one toward the cage, kicked out by Purcell. Rebound picked up by Georgi Merkulov. Merkulov up ahead at center for Ben Schoen. Schoen brings it into the zone. Tried to get it over to Merkulov, but poked out to center by Kerwin. Jensen picks it up there, throws it back into the Madison zone. Kuntar with it to Ben Schoen. Spins off the check of Horbach. Up toward the blue line, threw it across the ice, looking for Nikolai Jensen. Bounces into the corner to Kuntar. Jensen being muscled by his opposite number, Doverani, but Jensen still with the puck behind the cage. Jensen centers, looking for Schoen, but he tapped it over the cage. Rebound picked up by the Capitals, and they'll clear it out the center. Picked up there by Matt Cassidy. Throws it off the stick of Thomas Weiss, bouncing around in the neutral zone. Still offside, or the Phantoms can't play the puck. Now they touch up, and we can continue. In the neutral zone, it's beaten. Looked like he took a high stick there, but play continues. Purcell plays it around the dasher and out into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Stibinger. Thrown across the ice, looking for Horbach. He'll poke it into the zone, but that goes right to Jason Dobé, who plays it off the boards and out to center. He'll connect there with Jake Swade. Up ahead for John Beaton into the zone. Knocked off the puck by Hunter Carrick and stretched ahead. Bringing it ahead into the zone is Baker with a spinorama shot, but that's kicked out by Colin Purcell. Rebound picked up by Dobé, cleared to the line, but kept in by the Capitals until Jason Dobé throws a big check on Gustav Mueller, and that forces the puck back out to center. Now another man gets knocked down in front of the Phantoms bench. That was Bogdan Baker taking the brunt from Matt Cassidy. Puck still loose in front of the Phantoms bench, now finally pulled out of the scrum by Werner Zegla. Forces it into the Youngstown zone. Spins away from the check of Linden Alger, and Cade Lemmer still has the puck, but now Alger will pin him to the near side boards. 3 minutes gone in this third period. Phantoms trail by 1. Austin May with it. Carrying it ahead, dances around his stick check of Egla. Backhands it ahead, was looking for Brad Merrick. Pass was just out of his reach. No icing here as Steven Davis plays it up ahead for Egla, who will chip it into the Youngstown zone and go off for a change. Larkin with it. off the far boards ahead, trying to connect with Lemmer or Merrick at the Madison blue line. Puck battle there, pops into the officials' crease. Merrick tried to sweep it back north, but that was right to the stick of Ryan Kerwin, but ahead of the play was Carson Bano, offside on the Madison Capitals. Face-off just outside the Youngstown line. Funk wins the draw back to Larkin. D to D over to Borshoff. Borshoff to the red line, dumps it into the Madison zone. Stover out of his crease to play it, blowing a tire going after the puck. I think that was Lewandowski, as Horacek is also out on the ice for Youngstown. Funk tried to keep it in the zone, just jumped over his stick and out to center. Lewandowski picks it up there, drops it back for Borshoff, who rips it right back in. Funk trying to track it down in the corner. I think Suter got there first, but he will tie up his man. Kerwin comes in to support, plays it over to Davis, and now out at center for Bano. Bano trying to get past Nikolai Jensen. Pass drop back, Horacek able to sweep it out to center. He'll connect there with Artem Borshoff, who is pinched off the puck by Dovraney. A little bit of holding the stick there by Borshoff as Artie goes off to the bench for a change. Played back into the zone by Felker, but right to the stick of Hunter Weiss. D to D over to Dovraney from the officials' crease. He'll bring it into the Youngstown zone. Throws one in on Colin Purcell right to his chopper, and Colin instead is going to hang on. 15:33 left in this third period. Phantom's not able to get much in the way of offense going here so far in the final regulation frame. Youngstown controls the draw. Jensen trying to force it up the wall. Getting in the way of that is Heppen. Squirts down into the corner. Merrick battling for it there. Force it to Jensen, now out to center, trying to connect with Felker. Couldn't handle the pass and bounces over to Dovraney to bring back into the zone. Sweeps it behind the cage. Schmedlin trying to track it down. He'll throw it around the kick plate, but that's taken away by Felker and out to center for Merrick. Merrick into the zone, trying to pick up some speed. He's forced the wall and double team, but able to get the puck over to Felker. Felker spins away from a man, throws it up to the point to Borshoff. Point to point over to May. Throws one on the cage, but that's right to an unscreened Christian Stover, who will make that save 99 times out of 100, and that will be a official's timeout. 14:56 left in the third period. Madison with a 2-1 lead. You're listening to Matt Lipsack and Youngstown Phantoms hockey on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
Hey Youngstown, are you ready to drink in the rink? That's right, drink in the rink with the Youngstown Phantoms. Every Saturday home game we're offering $1 hot dogs until the end of the first intermission and $1 draft beers until the end of the second intermission. Plus you can head up to the crossbar for some axe throwing all game long. Call 330-747-7825 for tickets or more information. That's 330-747-7825.
Western Reserve Radio is the home of the Youngstown Phantoms. Be sure to call 330-747-PUCK for ticket information or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Back inside the Cavelli Center. 14:56 left in the third period. Madison with a 2-1 lead. Ozone draw coming for Youngstown. Merkulov wins that draw to Ben Schoen. Schoen trying to get it down behind the net. That's picked off by Madison, played up to Egla. Getting a stick on that was Schoen, plays it over to Kuntar. Drop back for Alger, steps in, takes a shot, stick save by Stover. Rebound forced to the far wall by Madison and played down the ice. This should be icing on the Capitals. So we lost about 20 seconds on the clock there. I think the faceoff's going to be to the left of Stover again. Merkulov going to take the draw against Baker. And Merkulov wins the draw to Schoen. Schoen carries it into the corner, throws one on net. Stover makes a glove save. Rebound not controlled, played it over to Stibbinger. And this will be iced again by Madison. So 14:23 left on the third period clock. Face-off will be to the right of Stover this time. Beaton going to take the draw against Baker. This is won by the Phantoms. Cassidy tried to take the quick one-timer, but he got blocked and bounced back out to center. Madison still not able to get any bodies off the ice. Now they'll get control of the rebound and carry it ahead to center. Madison brings it into the zone but loses the puck to Cassidy. Quick up for Beaton, brings it into the zone 2-on-2. Long distance shot blocked away easily by Stover. Rebound up to the point. D over to Larkin. He missed it just wide. Felker with a centering pass. That's actually knocked away by Stover. Rebound behind the cage. Cassidy and Felker both digging for it, and it's Cassidy coming away with it. Matt Cassidy into the corner. Centering attempt for Cassidy. Fan on the shot. Rebound is loose in the blue paint. Still loose, and Stover's on top of it. 13:34 left in this third period. That's what the Phantoms need to do more of. Pucks and bodies to the net. Make life difficult for Christian Stover. Merrick to take the draw against Kerwin. Merrick wins the draw. Back to the point to Dobe. Turns and fires, redirected along the way. Rebound into the far corner. Picked up by Youngstown. Cycled down low to Caden Lewandowski. To Merrick in the circle. Turns, fires, missed it wide. Rebound loose at the side of the cage, and Stover throws the glove on top of it. 13:16 left in the third period. Looks like maybe some equipment issues there for Carson Bandel at the side of the cage after that whistle. Looks like Madison's going to change up their defensive pairing for this face-off. Youngstown wins the draw. Dobe tried to take a shot that got mostly blocked by Bandel. Rebounds behind the cage. Picked up by Youngstown. Merrick turns, fires, missed the cage. Funk hunting for the rebound as Brad Patterson has a much bigger line out here right now. Stepping in, Jensen takes a shot. Stover makes the glove save. Couldn't handle the rebound, but it's swept to the boards by Doverani. Merrick leaves the puck for Jensen, trying to pinch down the wall, keep it in the zone. Funk with it. Gets hooked up by Kerwin from his knees. Throws it across the ice looking for Jason Dobe. Knocked away by Madison. Bringing it ahead are the Capitals. Bandel knocked away from him by Jensen. Thrown right back in by Pabich. Madison have to touch up. Their onside play continues. Dobe over to Jensen, carrying it ahead. Nick into the Madison zone. Plays it over to Ben Schoen. Schoen in the far corner. Plays it up to Austin May from the point. Low shot, slow shot. Sticked away easily by Christian Stover. Rebound played off the glass and down the ice by Madison. That will be icing again on the Madison Capitals as Phantoms have really turned up the shot counter here. Now out shooting the Capitals 27-19. So that's out shooting the Capitals 8-2 here in the period. So Phantoms are getting shots on net. They need to get more bodies to the net. As Madison controls the draw, they'll shovel it behind the cage. Played ahead for Egla. Brings it into the neutral zone, taken away from him by Alger over to May. Up ahead to Kuntar into the zone. Kuntar over to Merkulov. Spinning shot. Stick save by Christian Stover as the rebound is played over the glass by the Capitals. $11:55 left in the third. As Youngstown trying to do anything and everything they can to get this game tied. Phantoms haven't won a game since November 30th. You got to find that guy that's going to be the streak breaker. As Madison Wins the draw, sends it off the window and out to center. Picked up there by Borshov, gets it over to Beaton with one hand on his stick as he was getting manhandled by Horbach. Able to play the puck ahead. Felker into the zone. Gets tied up with Stibbinger. Battle for it in the near corner. Felker to Beaton. Tried to drop it behind him, but that is knocked away nicely by Madison's Thomas Weiss to the red line and played down the ice so Madison can go off and get a change. Larkin bringing it ahead for Youngstown. Plays it ahead. Matt Cassidy, a little trouble with the pass, bouncing around. Bounces into the Madison zone, but offside are the Youngstown Phantoms with 11:13 left in the third. Jake Swade wins the draw, trying to get it back to Nikolai Jensen, but taken away by Carson Banel and forced into the Youngstown zone. Jensen and Banel get tied up, comes out to Pavich, takes a shot, and the save is made by Purcell from a distance of about 3 feet. Banel with the rebound in the corner, being defended by Jensen. Going left, now going right, leaves it on the wall for Pavich. Gets tied up with Jake Swade. Banel goes down on top of the puck. Jason Dobey comes away with it, sends it off the end wall to Garrett Dahm. Pass to the line, looking for Horacek, kept in the zone by Kerwin. Sends it near side for Banel, backhanded toward the mouth of the cage, knocked away by Nikolai Jensen. Puck is loose behind the net. Jensen, I'm not sure if he has a good handle on his stick right now, but it's Garrett Dahm coming with the puck. Plays it over to Jake Swade. That does just make it out of the zone. Offside are the Madison Capitals. Now they'll touch up, but it's Youngstown with the puck. Jensen with the quick up for Garrett Dahm, redirects it into the zone. Picked up by Davis below the red line. He's hit by Riley Funk. Puck comes up the far side, and it's Austin May with it. Backhanding it down low for Dahm. With it in the corner. Has Merrick with him. Merrick between the circles, up high, takes a screened wrist shot. Don't think Christian Stover ever saw it, but he missed the cage. Rebound picked up by the Capitals and forced back out to neutral. Sent right back in by the Phantoms. They'll touch up and play continues. Battle for it along the line. Merrick trying to keep it in the zone. Puck bouncing around, stick down by Riley Funk. Funk tried the cross-ice feed. Schmedlin got a stick on it and played it back out to center. Alger wraps it right back in. Stover hard into the boards to stop it up. Sends it near side. Now stretch pass out to center. Coming down the right side is Egla. Cross-ice feed. Was looking for Mueller. Pass was a little bit behind him. Sent behind the cage to Baker. Baker, right circle, turns, takes a shot, hit a man in front and trickles just wide. Now thrown through the mouth of the blue paint by a pinching Hunter Weiss. Rebound comes out to center. Taken there by Trevor Kuntar. Gets ahead to Merkulov. Merkulov, one man to beat, carries it around the cage. He's it back for Kuntar. He scores! I'm driving my tractor to the bomb. Trevor Kuntar. His second of the game. Beautiful feed by Georgi Merkulov. I thought Merkulov had the puck behind the net, but he had left it sitting there for Trevor Kuntar. Stover thought the puck was behind the cage. All Kuntar had to do was hit the net. We're knotted up at 2. Time of that goal, 11:07. Kuntar's 18th and second of the game. Phantoms control the draw. Bringing it ahead is Beaton. Backhands it into the far corner. Rolls behind the cage. Stimminger's the first one to it. Can't play the puck, however. It's Beaton. Forcing it behind the cage. Trying to get his stick free is Felker. Back behind the cage, looking for Beaton. Beaton had a stick across his midsection the whole time. A whistle blew. I don't know if the net came off. And we'll have immediate timeout. 8:29 left in the third period. We are all knotted up at 2. You're listening to Matt Lipsack and Youngstown Phantoms hockey on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
Mahoning County, many people need WRTA.
I need WRTA. I depend on it to get to work.
I need WRTA. I count on it to get to the doctor.
I need it.
Okay, no timeout. Everybody with the productions here for the Phantoms thought that we were having a timeout, but it's Madison controlling the faceoff. They'll fire it ahead to center, and they'll find Pavich. He's coming down the near side. He's pinched off nicely by Jason Dobey. Dobey tried to get it to Schoen. Instead, it's going to ricochet over to Nikolai Jensen. He'll get it to Schoen. Ben brings it into the Madison zone. Floats over to the half wall. Center point for Jensen. Dances around the check of Horbach. Carries it into the near corner. Behind the net. Goes through Garrett Dahm. Comes far side. Taken by Madison and floated out to center. John Larkin there after it. Played back ahead by Madison. Off of Schoen and over to Larkin. John into the zone. Sharp angle shot. Hits a Madison stick and goes off the far boards. Picked up by the Capitals and sent out to center and Carson Bandel from the officials' crease. He'll chip it into the near corner of the Youngstown zone and go off for a change. Riley Funk picks it up there. Bringing it ahead with some speed. Riley across the red line and into the zone. Riley trying to dance through a man but lost the puck. Suter with it. Plays it ahead for Esmond to the line and out to center. Taken there by Artem Borshov. Artie gets hauled down. Nothing called and play continues. Sent to line 2-on-1 developing maybe for Madison. Coming down the left side is a man taking a shot is Gustav Mueller and he missed the cage. Rebound off the corner boards all the way out to center. Bouncing around in front of the Madison bench. Esmond digging for it there and it's Lewandowski poking it into the Madison zone. He'll go off for a change. Capitals with it. Bringing it ahead is Doverani from the officials' crease. Sends one in toward Purcell, and Collin will stick it to the end wall softly for Alger. Sent around the kick plate for the one touch by Cassidy. Back to Alger. Linden over to Austin May across the red line into the Madison zone. Tried to get it back to John Beaton, but that's taken away by Madison and sent back out to center. Baker was trying to track it down, but it's Alger with it. A little bit of pressure here from Egla. But Alger able to play it out to center for the redirect into the zone by John Beaton. This will not be icing. Jacob Felker had the inside line. Felker with it in the far corner. Trying to get away from Hunter Weiss. But it's going to be Weiss with the puck playing it ahead. Now coming down the right side is Baker into the zone. 6:10 remaining in the third. We're tied at 2. Battle in the corner. Forced up the wall. Beaton one touches it to Felker and ahead for Cassidy. Cassidy chips it around his man. That's Carrick. Gets it inside the zone. Doesn't have any support. Now his line mates will join him. Cassidy battling for it up to the point for Jensen. Pumps one toward the cage. Missed it wide. Merkulov backhanded pass. Looking for Kuntar. Pass was in his skates. He couldn't take it cleanly. Madison clearing attempt. Bounces to Kuntar. Over to Merkulov. Fanned on the cross ice pass. Bounces off of Merkulov to a Madison Capital and down the ice. No icing here as Jensen plays it off the stick of Schoen and out to center. Bringing it into the zone is Stibinger. Trying to muscle his way toward the cage. Stibinger tried to take a shot, but I think it might have hit the stick of a defender. And now it's Youngstown ahead at center. Chipped into the zone by Kuntar and Merkulov. Forced behind the cage. Kuntar is going to be the first one to it. 5:10 left in the period. Tied at 2. Kuntar across the line. Tried to drop it off. Nobody home. Bringing it ahead is Kerwin over to Banel. Banel inside outs on Larkin. Tried to take a shot but swept away from him nicely by Austin May. Pitchforked up the wall by John Larkin. Schoen tries to play it out but kept in by Suter. Down low for Mueller. Centering attempt looking for Banel. No penalty upcoming there as Banel went down in the slot. Puck's loose on the near wall. Picked up by Austin May. Sent ahead for Ben Schoen. Schoen spins in the neutral zone. And from the red line he will softly lift it in to the Madison end. Stover plays it over to the far corner. Funk trying to throw his weight around. Punk rolls behind the net. Picked up there by Davis. Sent to the line and out to center. Bringing it into the zone is Egla rips a shot just wide past the glove of Purcell. Rebound kept in the zone by Hunter Weiss, the defenseman. Egla gets it, floats it into the circle. Sticked away by Austin May over to Riley Funk. And he will carry it out to center. Over to Garrett Dahm. Dahm down the right side, defended by Doverani. Spins at the half wall, looks for an option. Dahm still with it. Into the corner. Dahm spins away from Doverani again, still with the puck. Dahm trying to walk through the circle, knocked away from him by the Capitals and sent out to center. But they can't keep control of it. Bringing it back into the zone is John Beaton. Beaton with it. Drops it back for Dahm. He'll float into the far corner. Dom checked off the puck by Dalverani. It squirts in front, and Stover will pounce on top of it. 3:42 left in the third period. We are all knotted up at 2. Face off to the left of Christian Stover. Beaten to take the draw against Kerwin. Madison wins the draw. They'll play it out to center. Banel chips it ahead into the far corner. First one to it's Nikolai Jensen. He'll throw it off the near glass over to Jacob Felker, who plays it out to center. Gets it to John Beaton. Beaton into the zone. Has a step on his backhand. Stover makes the save. Rebound to Matt Cassidy behind the cage. Cassidy defended by Davis. Still on his backhand. Brings it up toward the line. Can't keep it in the zone, but does keep control of the puck. Floats it back toward the Madison line and finds Felker. Knocked away from him by Kerwin, but he can't catch up to the puck, and instead he will go off for a change. Jensen, quick up into the official's crease for Merkulov. No icing here. Georgie got a piece of it. Behind the net, it's Hunter Weiss. Plays it right back out to center to Pavich. Ahead for Exman into the Youngstown zone. Purcell slows it down behind the cage, squirts into the near corner. Borshoff pins his man to the wall, but it comes free to Exman. Exman turns, takes a shot that hit the skates of Merkulov and ricochets to the end wall. Far corner now with 2.5 left in the period. Merkulov comes out of the corner with the biscuit. Oh, high stick there behind the play by Weiss. Nothing called as the puck is loose. Owen Schoen was trying to get it down low, I think, to Kuntar. Pass was behind him. Madison bringing it back ahead. That's Horbach from in front of the Phantoms bench, shipping it into the Youngstown zone and going off for a change. Bringing it back ahead is Borshoff. Off the far boards ahead for Lewandowski to ricochet into the zone. Funk gets to it first on the end wall. Played up the far side. Austin May keeps it in at the point. As Funk goes down in the slot, got tied up with Hunter Carrick. No interference call upcoming somehow, as Funk also had his stick broken, as we're under 2 minutes remaining in the period. Puck behind in the Youngstown net. May to Lewandowski, out to center. Settled down with the glove of Merrick and then played over to Beaton for a shot on net that's patted out by Stover. Rebound into the corner. Picked up by Baker of Madison. Carried to the line, almost kept it in the zone, did John Beaton, but it's Baker still with it, backhanding it into the Youngstown end. Egla tried to play it down the wall, but played it right to Linden Alger. Cross-ice pass over to Matt Cassidy into the Madison zone. Matt on his backhand, drops one back behind him for Ben Schoen, and Stover has to make a sharp save. Rebound over to the far wall, forced to the point, and now out to center by Madison. Minute 5 remaining in regulation. Suter with it. In the neutral zone, across the center ice logo, runs into Matt Cassidy. Puck squirts back to Frank Dalverani in the Madison end. Dalverani up ahead. Don't think that got a Madison stick at center. That'll be icing on the Capitals with 49.4 left in the third period. Youngstown out shooting Madison 13-5 in this period. And they have the lone goal off the stick of Trevor Kuntar. Merkulov to take the draw to the left of Stover. Merkulov wins that draw to Kuntar, who tried to take a shot, got blocked in the circle. Puck still loose in the circle. It's Merkulov with it. Check that, that's shown through a backhander toward the cage. Don't know if it ever got in on Stover, as Merkulov did get hit, probably illegally, but play is going to continue. Puck's loose in the neutral zone. Picked up by Kuntar and thrown near corner. Stover slows it down behind the cage. Played around the wall by Madison. Kuntar sends it back down low, looking for Schoen, but he got pinned to the wall by Banel. Taken by Kerwin and sent down the ice as Purcell came out of his crease. Wasn't sure if it was icing. It would have been. As Jensen now has to play the puck out to center. It's Pavich with it. Bringing it into the zone. Tried to drop it off for Banel. Bouncing around, kicked out to center by Brad Merrick. 5 seconds left in regulation. Banel with it, trying to step into the zone. Gets tied up from behind by Jason Dobey, and that will do it. We are heading to overtime. Your score at the end of 60 minutes of play, Youngstown 2 and Madison 2. Bonus hockey just around the corner here on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
Calling all Phantoms fans 12 and under. Sign up for Sparky's Kids Crew. For just $25, you get 10 game tickets, a Phantoms hat, a drawstring bag, discounts at the team shop, plus the opportunity to be a part of the fan tunnel during Friday night games and attend the special Kids Crew pickup party. Have your parents call 330-747-7825 to sign up today. That's 330-747-7825.
If you want to prevent or recover from an injury, learn how to safely push the bounds of your own limitations, or hone your performance for demanding physical activities, UPMC Sports Medicine can help. Their experts use cutting-edge science-based rehabilitation techniques to speed recovery and restore function while focusing on injury prevention, nutrition, conditioning, and activity-specific training for all ages and skill levels. Young or old, pro or amateur, UPMC Sports Medicine has the expertise, advanced technology, and services for athletes. UPMC Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of the Youngstown Phantoms.
Britton Gallagher has all the insurance coverage you and your family needs. Their experienced, passionate client team offers personalized recommendations and specialized protection best suited for you. Located in downtown Cleveland on East 9th Street, Britton Gallagher has provided risk management solutions for over 75 years. Whether it's your home, car, or any valuable possessions, Britton Gallagher delivers you the best insurance coverage. Visit BrittonGallagher.com for more information. Britton Gallagher, strategy, execution, service.
Warrior Warehouse is a one-of-a-kind fitness facility featuring a unique blend of both traditional and alternative fitness for enthusiasts of all levels. Whether you're into conventional strength and cardio training or looking for a challenge that takes you outside the box, Warrior Warehouse is dedicated to helping you crush your goals, test your limits, and facilitate a new you. Come experience what you didn't realize you were looking for. Warrior Warehouse, where serious comes to play. Warrior Warehouse is the official off-ice training facility of the Youngstown Phantoms.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Back inside the Cavelli Center, it is time for 3-on-3 overtime. For the Phantoms, I see Jacob Felker, Matt Cassidy, and Nikolai Jensen. For the Capitals, I see Ryan Kerwin, Carson Bantle, and Hunter Weiss. Phantoms control the draw. It's Felker picking it up, brings it in the left side of the Madison zone. Felker leaves it for Jensen. Jensen trying to walk his way toward net, poked off his stick by Carson Bantle. Picked up by Ryan Kerwin, thrown off the end boards over to Hunter Weiss. Weiss up ahead for Bantle, one touch to Kerwin. Kerwin trying to step through the defense. Nikolai Jensen having absolutely none of that. Passes it ahead to Cassidy. Phantoms will have it 2-on-1 if they can hustle. Cassidy over to Felker. Cassidy blows a tire as Felker gets tied up, and bringing it ahead is Bantle. Bantle coming down the right side. Crisscrosses with Kerwin, but pass is stolen away nicely by Matt Cassidy. Cassidy bringing it ahead. Has to be getting near out of gas. Cassidy, top of the right circle, over to Kuntar. Snaps the shot off the crossbar. Trevor Kuntar almost had the game-winning hat trick. Puck played down the wall. And it's Baker getting harassed by Trevor Kuntar. Still in the Madison zone. Minute 5 gone in overtime. Stolen by Merkulov. Merkulov steps in, fanned on his shot as it trickled in on Stover, who made the pad save. Rebound still loose on the far wall. Baker with it. Baker trying to get away from Merkulov. Gives it up to Davarani. Davarani into the Youngstown zone. Pulls up at the top of the right circle. Madison trying to get a third skater on the ice. They do so. Mueller with it. Plays it over to Bantle, who I think was off the ice for maybe 10 seconds. Loose stick on the ice. And now it's Horbach trying to step in on net. Horbach got hooked up a little bit by Trevor Kuntar. No call-up coming as the play is forced back out to center. Horbach tried to stretch it out for Suter. Rolled to Dobay. Couldn't find anybody. Horbach drops it off for Bantle between the circles. Takes a shot. Purcell makes the save. Dobay picks up the rebound. Pressured by Suter, sends it up the far wall to Kuntar. 2:55 remaining in overtime. Stretch pass looking for Ben Schoen. That actually trickles in on Christian Stover, so no icing on Youngstown. Now bringing it ahead is Egla. Egla Down the right side, trying to step in on goal. Took a shot, missed it wide. Rebound picked up behind the cage by Ben Schoen. Trying to spin away from Ryan Kerwin, but unable to do so. Madison with the puck. Egla to the corner, pinched off the boards, and the Phantoms have the puck. It's John Beaton bringing it ahead. Beaton with Borshov. Beaton, right circle, dances around Hunter Weiss. Toe drags, shoots, he scores! Sayonara, arrivederci, adios, auf Wiedersehen, and aloha. All mean goodbye. John Beaton with the walk-off winner. Your final score tonight, Youngstown 3, Madison 2. Phantoms snapped their 7-game winless streak. Final shots on goal, 34-20 in favor of the Youngstown Phantoms. We're going to step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we will have the post-game show here for you on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable.
Talos Resource provides a broad range of human resource services to business. Their results-oriented professionals build strong partnerships with clients to ensure continuity between their corporate culture and their personal services. Experienced, educated, and certified in a variety of disciplines, Talos Resource employ a team of committed human resource professionals. Valuing honesty, integrity, and creativity, the management and staff of Talos Resource are dedicated to providing an unparalleled quality of service to their customers. Talos Resource is a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms.
If you want to prevent or recover from an injury, learn how to safely push the bounds of your own limitations, or hone your performance for demanding physical activities, UPMC Sports Medicine can help. Their experts use cutting-edge science-based rehabilitation techniques to speed recovery and restore function while focusing on injury prevention, nutrition, conditioning, and activity-specific training for all ages and skill levels. Young or old, pro or amateur, UPMC Sports Medicine has the expertise, advanced technology, and services for athletes. UPMC Sports Medicine, a proud sponsor of the Youngstown Phantoms.
BAI is a leading independent mid-market ERP software developer known for flexible, cost-effective solutions that automate critical business functions for wholesale distributors, manufacturers, and specialty retailers. Many mid-sized manufacturing, wholesale distributing, and retail companies struggle with being able to bring into their business ERP software solutions that will allow them to compete with larger enterprises. When you're looking at applications like mobile analytics and commerce, mid-sized companies require solutions that can provide end-to-end capabilities rather than having to buy and implement all the hardware and applications themselves. On-premise or cloud-based, S2K Enterprise Software offers mid-sized growth companies the advanced technology they require to improve efficiencies, reduce costs, and grow, all in one easy-to-deploy and support environment. With built-in analytic and intelligence, S2K Enterprise ERP solutions provide companies with the ability to confidently make smarter decisions that better address real-time business imperatives. VAI is a proud partner with the Youngstown Phantoms.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, home of the Youngstown Phantoms. On the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Back inside a very happy Cavelli Center, where your final score tonight in overtime, the Youngstown Phantoms 3 and the Madison Capitals 2. Voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack, here with you on Western Reserve Radio, Hockey TV, and Armstrong Cable. Let's get you a scoring recap from tonight's game. Madison took a 1-0 lead with a power play goal, 7:09 into the first period. Came off the stick of Ryan Kerwin, his 12th of the season. Tom Weiss and Hunter Carrot getting the helpers there. Madison led 1-0 at the end of one. Phantoms tied it in the second period at the 9:02 mark. Trevor Kuntar scoring during some 4-on-4 play. Kuntar's 17th of the season. Ben Schoen getting the helper there. We were knotted up at one. Madison would retake the lead late in the period. Another power play goal for Ryan Kerwin. This was a 5-on-3 power play goal. Frank Doverani and Carson Banel getting the helpers on Kerwin's 13th of the season, second of the game. And Madison led 2-1 at the end of two periods of play. Phantoms tied it in the third. Beautiful pass by Georgi Merkulov. Faked out everybody in the building except Trevor Kuntar. And Kuntar deposited his second of the game into an open 4x6. His 18th of the season. That came at 11:07. Tied the game at 2, and we headed to overtime. In overtime, Kuntar almost had the hat trick, but ripped one off the post in the first minute of the OT. But instead, it's John Beaton. Stepped around a defenseman in the right circle. Christian Stover, who was aggressive all game, and Beaton used it to his advantage. Deked around Stover. Ended up pulling it back to his forehand, and then stuffed it back around Stover and into the cage before Christian could get back into position for Beaton. That was his 11th of the season. Ben Schoen and Artem Borshov are going to get the helpers on that game-winning overtime goal. Second Phantoms overtime winner this season. Colin Purcell gets the win. He'll raise his record to 5-6-1-0. And Christian Stover is going to take the loss. His record is going to drop to 6-7 on the year, 3-3 with the Madison Capitals. Madison power play was 2 for 5 on the night. Youngstown power play was 0 for 4. Madison ended up with 20 shots on the game. Phantoms had 34, so Stover stops 31 of 34. Colin Purcell stops 18 out of 20. So we got a day off between this game and the next. Phantoms and the Capitals will wrap up their season series on Sunday with a special 5:05 puck drop here at the Cavelli Center. We will be on the air at 4:45 for the pregame show on Western Reserve Radio and Hockey TV. For my engineer here in the booth, Dave Ferris, my name is Matt Lipsack, the voice for your Youngstown Phantoms. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, everybody. One more time, your final score tonight in overtime, the Youngstown Phantoms 3 and the Madison Capitals 2. We'll catch you here Sunday at the Cavelli Center. Sound out. Fade to black.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of Western Reserve Radio. And we now return to our regularly scheduled programming.